Like, what's
Dog, come on, Eric, come on, dog.
What?
Woo! Okay.
looking like you on the run?
I swear, Chris and I, we should have recorded when we were talking about life before the checking account, because I legit like spit out some water, what have you, because I was laughing so hard. And I'm like, bro, we should have recorded this, man. It was so
My
like
mom should have been thrown in jail, bro. For what she had me wear in high school. Horrible. But yeah, here we go. We're gonna start off with these questions. Actually, we're gonna start with the big one.
Here we go.
We're not gonna work our way up to the big one. We're just gonna start right there.
Okay, we'll start off with a small one.
Okay.
A small one.
Just gonna divide the room real quick, huh?
Right.
That's right.
I just
Get it going. Get it going.
All right, we have a fork is better than a spoon for mac and cheese.
I agree with that.
A fork?
I agree.
First of all, who be eating mac and cheese with a spoon?
Yeah.
White people.
No, whoa,
Bro.
Hey, look, we say a lot of stuff about white people. I assume that it's not you that's the problem, okay? It's with me, all right? I'm just speculating at this time. I don't know what white people be doing.
In my experience, that is not a white person thing.
All right, copy that.
Low key, I made a what's it called, mac and cheese with a spoon the other day because there were no forks washed.
I feel like your
okay.
mac and cheese would just
I
fall
get
off
that.
the spoon. Like,
How'd that work out?
It worked out. I just dipped it in ate the mac and
You know
cheese.
what I'm saying?
That's it.
I had a whole bowl.
The fork is good for a good stabbing. What do you think, Chris? You jam it in there.
Right.
You put one on the end for a stopper, and then you scoop.
Yeah,
That's all you gotta do. Ain't too hard.
all you gotta do.
It ain't gonna change.
About to divide the room even more. Do you let the baked beans touch your macaroni and cheese?
Yes.
you mix them in sometimes.
I mix them together like
Yeah.
that's what I do.
Hell yeah, I do.
Judge me. I am ready.
I'll be
Low
ready.
key. I mean, not even low key. I don't put the baked beans on my plate because I don't eat them.
That's fine, Chris.
What?
That's, you know,
I don't
you
eat
can-
I don't eat beans.
I'm straight up disappointed.
You know I don't eat beans.
Nope.
baked beans and macaroni and cheese are a match made in heaven.
Mhm.
Ow.
They go together like
Low
peanut
key,
and jelly.
low key. Keegan's invited to the cookout, bro. Keegan's invited.
You're welcome, bro.
I am so there.
I'm about to say, come on with it. Come on with it.
All right, what's the next one, Chris?
Yeah, Keegan passed my first test. I took him to starters after the Pistons game one time.
Oh,
Pass.
Well, apparently I didn't pass with flying colors, though.
You know, no, you didn't.
That's right.
You gotta
Try to be the best.
You got a 66.
First, you got to get invited to the cookout. You don't just go in cooking ribs at the cookout.
Oh yeah.
no.
You got to get invited first. You
You
work
was
your
a
way
kid.
up. Then they ask you to bring pop.
You got
Then
to bring
a dessert.
something.
Then you get on the grill when somebody's uncle pass away.
You got to bring something for entry, man. It could be a bag of chips or anything.
I got my mom's potato salad. I'll bring that.
Oh.
Red light.
Keegan, I
Your
told you.
kitchen
I
has
told
to
you
go
about
through
this.
inspection before you come with the potato salad.
It's good potato salad.
Me and Bird got looks of feel right at this moment.
It has to go through the head auntie first, Keegan.
Exactly.
Before
Got
I
an individual sample 2 nights before.
2 nights before I gotta submit
Clear
it.
it with the
Oh
council.
man.
What she put in this potato?
It's funny.
What did she put in this potato salad anyway?
I don't know. It's nothing crazy goes in the potato salad. No, none of the craziness. It's just like a basic potato salad, but it's so good.
That's right. Nothing disrespectful. See, this is why we trust you, bro.
Yeah.
You're honorable brand.
Chris knows. Chris has good taste in people.
Yeah. No, first, this is what Keegan did. Okay, we get to the table, right? The waitress comes and asks what he wants to drink at starters. This is starters, guys.
Okay.
He asked, what did they have on draft?
On draft? Oh no.
At a black establishment.
Sorry, was not aware.
I know.
You've been to way too
I looked at
many
Keegan like, order something else, bro. Order something else.
You should have said, "How is your cognac?" I'm playing.
See, I'm not a mixed drink guy. I like my beers, man. I like my
That's
beers.
fine.
Same.
Bro,
That's fine.
Like, what is the official beer of black people? What is
I don't know.
We don't really be drinking beer like that now, do we?
Few of us
No.
do. My
No.
uncle likes a good Budweiser.
I
I,
give up Budweiser.
I hate Budweiser.
I want some cognac.
And cognac is very standard, but beer?
Bro,
I want some. I wanted some some Hennessy or some like whiskey or something like that.
We're talking about beer.
Beer, guys, beer.
I don't even care too much about beer that much. I don't even care. So
I don't like beer either, but you know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is like there's so many different kinds of beers out there. You gotta find what you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
My best friend Brandon, he is my beer correspondent. Anything beer, I will ask him because he has like a cooler full of just various, all type of strange beers from all over the place.
He be singing the songs during the Wings game. I'd be like, you know these white songs?
That's right.
Yeah, but the girls over at the hockey games. Let me tell you.
Keegan's like, yeah.
yeah.
You already know.
You're not wrong.
Marcel, you trying to get you a white queen?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
If you look at my Chris and Bird, how long have you known me for?
A few years.
A long time.
I'll take any queen I can get. Thank you very much.
Oh, so you don't discriminate. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
I'm not
We'll take
going
a
to
cut.
what color she is.
Now here's what I would say. Chris and I have been to several Pistons games, and we've been to several Lions games and wrestling shows. The amount of women, primarily if it's at a big game too, for a Pistons game, like you know what, this must be Groundhog Day. I was excited for Chris when the Lakers were gonna come to town, and the Clippers were coming to town, and the Rockets were coming to town, and Orlando, but we don't care about Orlando that much, so I'm just gonna count them out. And another team was supposed to be coming into town. Oh, Golden State was supposed to come into town, but bro, for those big games, you cannot tell me that I feel like I have to come in with the neck brace because I'm gonna be like, wait, what? Or I'll be like, what? And stuff. Because wait, get that arm ready.
That ass.
All day.
I don't really be seeing that many hot women at basketball games. Not as much as like hockey or baseball.
Do you think that anybody's gonna try to be dressing up for their Saturday night best at Mr. B's or Nikki's in Detroit for say the Minnesota Timberwolves? Don't nobody give a damn about the Timberwolves.
I mean, there's just as many hockey games as there are like basketball games, just about.
No,
82 games.
Keegan, my brother, I like it already, but I'm gonna say that we're talking about. We ain't talking about this or this or this. We're talking about this.
Yes.
Man, we're talking about that. We're talking about that.
You can find that at Tigers games and hockey games. I've seen it.
Yeah, but is it Botox injected?
No. I mean,
We don't know. Hard to
we
tell.
don't care.
I don't know much.
Yeah, that's true too.
All right, y'all. All right, we're gonna pick this up at another time. But speaking of
Oh yes, we are.
stuff that's dumb, there's a statement that says brunch is dumb.
Oh,
Why?
I have to disagree with that. I love me a good brunch.
I like food.
Yeah. Who says I can't eat breakfast at lunch? Like, how dare you?
Right.
People are idiots, man. People are idiots.
Right, because if you're saying that, you shouldn't be having breakfast for dinner, then how come IHOP is 24/7?
Cuzzos.
Right. I mean, I'm not in Detroit anymore, but that place or Fleetwood Diner in Ann Arbor, what have you, that's 24 hours before all this was going on. But still, food is food. You want to have it in the morning? Have it in the morning.
If I want like pancakes and chicken with a nice beer, it's my prerogative.
Exactly.
All right, Marcel.
Right.
Like pancakes and beer. Put that on the Chiron, Chris.
Pancake or beer.
I don't know about that combo.
Well, Marcel.
You can have mimosa.
What?
Well, Marcel, I can truly say this: whenever hockey season starts back up for the Wings game, I clearly know where you and I are going to be eating some food at, and I clearly know what you're going to be eating. So I already got my half of the check already done with.
Hold up, Marcel. When you said pancakes and beer, I immediately got dizzy.
Man,
Bro.
I was like, what?
I was like, what? Hold on, what? What?
LOL.
That's just something you shouldn't be having together, man. That's some.
If I want pancakes, eggs, and beer, that's my prerogative.
That's right.
Hey, you can have chicken and beer, like in Korea. You can have anything with beer. No, scratch that. There are certain things that you can't have with beer.
Well, speaking of stuff you can have with beer, a hot dog is a sandwich.
That's right.
Nope.
Not the taco.
Nope.
It's not a taco. A taco is also a sandwich. Moving on.
Hot dog is a hot dog. Let's face it. Like,
what is the criteria of a sandwich?
That's what I'm saying.
Let me see. Look it up. Fact check.
Yes.
Fact check.
Exactly. Keep in mind, this is someone who worked at Jimmy John's for 3 bloody years. Sorry, so I think I have an idea of what that might be.
Did you ever make a hot dog?
Huh?
Did you ever make a hot dog?
People ask, do we have hot dogs for whatever damn reason?
Whoa, hold up. They were literally in a Jimmy John's and they asked you if you guys had hot dogs?
But I don't know what reason, yes.
I know why.
What
Because Jimmy John's sucks. That's why they asked if y'all got hot dogs.
Low key. Even though Keegan, when we were working at the ticket office, would get Jimmy John's delivered straight to the gate.
What's wrong with that?
And he didn't get me none or nobody else anything. I'd be
First of all,
You
you
got
weren't
money, who
on
cares?
his radar in the line, okay?
Okay.
they'd be like delivery for Keegan. I'm like, he's over there. And I see this big old sandwich coming by. I'm like,
you think I have the money to afford to buy the whole staff Jimmy John's, man?
hell yeah. Just us down to gate 2. That's it.
But yes, Marcel, I did have people ask, do we have hot dogs at Jimmy John's and other ridiculous questions.
That's just idiotic.
And I'm like, this
I
ain't
went into Jimmy John's one time and I was like, y'all can't heat up my sandwich? Y'all can't melt no cheese on here or nothing? It was like, no, we really don't do that. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and walk out. You know?
I don't recall Jimmy John's ever heating up sandwiches, though.
Wait, what?
I don't recall Jimmy John's heating up sandwiches, though.
They never did, and they never will.
Exactly.
That's why I suck.
And see, here's the thing. Now, I'm going to put this place out there. I only went to this place one time. And Marcel, I know you'll know this place pretty well. You know the Jimmy John's that's right over by Wayne State?
Yep.
Okay, now I'm going to hurt some people's feelings with this one, but I don't care. That Jimmy John's, there's a reason why I only went to that place one time. Just once. I had the tuna. And then I thought about the tuna that's at my store. And I'm like, this ain't tasting like the tuna from my store. It ain't tasting it one bit, bro. And I'm like, yo, I know Prince wrote a song way back then that says, it must be something like something in the water does not compute, but something in the tuna was not matching on that day. And I'm like, yo, like I swear, I felt something 15 minutes later, and I was driving, and I'm on the lodge, and I'm like, you know what? I think I gotta make a stop somewhere, y'all. Cause I don't think I'm gonna make it home. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
We gonna throw up?
Yes.
Oh, dang. Wayne State literally finessed you with the cat meat. I'm sorry.
I'm like, bro. I'm like, cause see, I made tuna.
So sorry.
I know the secret to make that thing taste real good. I know the secret, but they don't have the secret.
LOL.
They ain't got a secret, bro.
All right, the next one is deep dish pizza is actually a casserole.
Oh no.
Keegan, what do you?
No.
Why don't
Hell, but no.
Oh my god.
You know, I'm just asking because first off, I think like white people make good casseroles. You know what I'm saying? That's their thing.
I mean,
Yeah, wrong.
do we? That's news to me.
I think that was white people's contribution to
To the game.
food. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, like, I enjoy me a good casserole every now and then, but I haven't made one in like a while.
Yeah.
They got a casserole for everything.
Everything.
You're invited to the cookout.
Denounce the casserole.
No, if anything, like, I think a better question is lasagna a casserole?
That is more appropriate. That is more.
Yeah.
It's a casserole. A delicious one at that.
That's the finest of casseroles.
Lasagna the finest casseroles. I can dig it.
That's a good one.
Keegan.
If you bring that to the cookout, Keegan, we are gonna be.
Some lasagna?
Yeah, man. 3
Right.
meat.
I can make lasagna. What about masticholi? Can I do masticholi? That's easier.
Yes, you may.
With some good cheese with the lasagna.
Oh yeah, I cook it up good.
Put it up in-
Don't get me wrong. Like when I went to culinary school for a year, so I can cook.
Okay. You know, Keegan.
How much is rent for a roommate?
Oh.
Well, I'll give you half off if you sleep on the couch.
Half off. I'll take it. I'll take half off. I'll take it.
Keegan, I'll say this. Not only are you invited to the cookout, the Christmas cookout, but you're invited to Taco Tuesday. You're invited there.
Yes.
Guess what?
All right.
Taco Tuesday is on Cinco de Mayo this year.
Hey!
Oh.
Oh yes.
Stars have aligned.
You know
And we can't go anywhere because quarantine.
Right.
No. Try to tell that to everybody on Bell Out, man. Come on now.
we can do a Zoom Cinco de Mayo eating tacos. A Cinco de Mayo taco mukbang.
I'll get some base takeout.
There are a couple of
Where
you getting your tacos from, bro?
Who?
Where you getting the tacos from?
I make them.
I don't know, man. I got so many options.
Chris, you know damn well you're gonna be going to Taco Bell. Shut up.
No, I'm going to
That's
Pueblo
disrespectful.
Express.
What?
Meet Pueblo Express from Southwest Detroit. That's where I'm going.
Oh yeah, that place is good.
Respect.
Oh, okay. My bad.
It's Taco Tuesday on Cinco de Mayo. I gotta support.
Here's the
That is
To
good.
the taco stand.
I'm gonna go there too.
And salute to Mexican Fiesta, real basic, you know what I'm saying?
Now,
The job done.
who here besides myself and Mr. Kenty actually know the meaning behind Cinco de Mayo?
Not me.
It's definitely not Mexican Independence Day, that's for sure.
Yeah, it
that's
is.
something.
Yeah. It was the Battle of Puebla when the Mexican army beat the French.
Right. Which that was their independence, wasn't it?
No, Mexico.
Oh, all right.
No.
All right, I must have sleep
Battle
Spanish
of-
class. My bad.
It's called the anniversary of the Battle of Puebla.
Mexican Independence Day is September 16th.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ah,
It was a big battle that led to their independence, but it's not their actual independence.
It's not. It's a victory well fought battle.
It was like a shot heard around the world for Mexico.
Literally.
The shot at Lexington.
But
so it's kind of
Mexico-
like our crossing of the Delaware
Yeah. Oh, Valley Forge.
then.
Wait, hold on, guys. that you can learn on Schoolhouse Rock.
Oh,
Oh man. Oh, it's on.
Boy. Oh.
I watched all that last night.
You did not.
Yes,
oh,
I
he
did.
did.
I believe him.
Dude, Schoolhouse Rock, man, I haven't seen that in forever. That's good stuff.
This is
Yeah.
some hilarious stuff too.
Old.
I feel like if Donald Trump would just understand how a bill is made.
I mean, forget that. I would go so far to say when all this stuff was going on, and I'm going to slightly bring this up, just a snippet. A lot of people, when obviously everything really starts opening back up, they may not only have to pay mortgage payment for that month, but the other few months that was before, if they had to pay those payments too, I would have done this. I would have said, okay, take those 2 or 3 months that people had no income, add that to the very end of the loan. So say if I had a house if I had a house that had 19 years and 6 months left on the lease, now my house has 19 years and 6 more months added to the lease. They still get the money at the mortgage company and the banks. It's just prolonged. Common sense. Because how can you pay something if you don't have any income? Does that make sense?
It does to Donald Trump and the IRS.
Yeah, basically. I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe garnish wages.
Next.
But back
It's
to the
okay.
casserole thing.
It's okay to wear socks with sandals.
Nope.
Question.
Are you about to go hoop?
No.
All right, Keegan. I'm about to kick
He's
you
about.
out.
Come on, if you just throw on some slip-ons real quick and you're about to go hoop, and then throw on your shoes before you go play, then it's okay.
I can dig that.
I used to do that, but not anymore. I'll usually just wear the basketball shoes over there.
I didn't even know you had shoes.
I'm not bringing 2 pairs of shoes just to play ball.
Right. Well,
And that's why your shoes are messed up.
I didn't know you had shoes.
Stop it, Chris.
You got jokes, huh? Okay.
I think it's okay to wear socks with sandals.
It depends on if we talking flip flops or
Thank
sandals.
you. Yes.
Flip flops.
it's got to be the slip-on singles.
These are sandals.
So I assume that we talking Jesus sandals.
Yeah.
Oh, we talk.
Oh
Okay.
no, absolutely not.
Absolutely.
You got the grapes to wear some sandals out here. You better have the pedicure, the mani pedis out. You dig?
The toes are gonna be out.
I don't want to see no raptor talents come out of that sandal. Okay.
Bro, like one time, tell me why I was in what was that? I think I was on Van Dyke when this happened. I was on Van Dyke when this happened. Right?
Of course, you're on.
Let me finish. Okay, let me finish. Okay, I'm on Van Dyke one time, right? And I see someone come out, not just with socks, with sandals. I'm talking the crew length socks with flip flops with the thong right there between the big toe and the other toe with that. I'm like, bruh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, it sounds like from your story, he trying to live his best life.
On Van Dyke, though.
You know, that should be a book. I'm living my best life on Van Dyke.
I mean,
one by.
That's actually a true story, though. I would say that's a true story.
Here's one that's gonna divide the room.
Uh-oh.
We have the Beatles are overrated.
Nah, I think they're right where they should be.
No one really talks about the Beatles that much more, so I don't say no.
And who are the Beatles?
I mean, you got Paul
I'm
McCartney,
joking.
John Lennon, George Harrison.
I know who the Beatles are.
All right.
Ringo
I was
Starr.
about to break out the text.
Black people at work, and I just be saying the wrong bands when we be listening to classic rock. I do that on purpose.
I mean, the Beatles just had so many hits, man. Like it's just cross generations. Like how many other bands can say that? And so I don't think they're overrated at all.
I don't think they're overrated.
I mean, I don't think so.
Even though when I made my music list, I had to make sure I had 2 Beatles songs in there, just so the Illuminati won't come after me.
Oh, geez.
I think people say they overrated because they're not American.
That's true.
I mean,
True.
I mean, I would say I wouldn't say that I'm not going to say that they're overrated, but I think that if you talk to 10 different people, you're gonna get probably like 10 different answers, especially like depending on like generations and like maybe demographics and so on and so forth. Because we can look at it in the African American community and say, oh, well, a lot of the Beatles early stuff was on, primarily heavily based off African American musicians at the time. We can all say that, but at the same time, we can say, okay, when they passed that and when they really started making their own stuff, that we were like, okay, that's cool. Very nice. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all.
That's good.
I think they've just influenced a lot of music over the years. So I mean, you have to give them their credit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. B.O.
I think they would divide the room.
B.O. is worse than bad breath.
Ooh.
Yeah. B.O.'s worse than bad breath.
Oh no.
Sometimes the B.O. be worse than the bad breath, and there was
That's what I'm saying.
better.
I would say B.O. is worse than bad breath for sure.
Depending on what you're doing, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you doing something where you don't got to talk to people and there's a lot of smells going on, they won't even know you got bad breath. But if you got B.O., but if you got bad breath,
we all know it.
Talking to people, it's a rasky, bro.
Right.
Everybody going to call you the guy with bad breath. You don't want that in your life. You don't want that.
I feel like
No, absolutely not.
I feel like you can dodge bad breath though. You can't dodge B.O. Like that's just it absorbs the room.
It
With
could be.
bad breath,
it does.
it's only if it's directed right at you. And plus, with the COVID-19, we're all wearing masks. There's no more bad breath. We're good.
No, you smell your own bad breath.
You could be like,
That's not good.
Anybody in this channel smell BO so bad that'll make your skin crawl?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm good on BO, man.
Here's a story, guys.
Oh no.
So I used to drive Uber, right? And these 2 strippers get in the car.
Hey.
Oh, no.
Let me tell you, I gave them both nicknames. I called one BO and one BB. I was like, okay, you got the bad breath, and okay, you got the BO. Okay.
Hey, wait, quick. I got a question. Where were they from?
They were from the east side. Oh, wait, quick. They were from Van Dyke and 8 Mile.
I knew it.
Well, clearly, this episode's called Van Dyke. Clearly.
I had to take them from Van Dyke and 8 Mile to I had to take them to Pantheon in Michigan in Dearborn. They were from Van Dyke, guys. Oh Lord.
Attention, all the people on the east side. We don't want no smoke.
We don't want no smoke.
No smoke.
Here's the thing. both BO and bad breath can be easily fixable. You drop a dog toothpaste or some soap, you good to go. But
soap, you need some cologne, some deodorant.
Bro, you gotta first you need to shower. You can't just put no deodorant on
Right.
You can't just put funk over.
You can't cover up the funk. You don't have deodorant.
Hey, hold on. I'm just gonna say this real quick. Since Aaron talked about, or since somebody talked about deodorant, we gotta make it very specific. It can't be no regular deodorant. It can't be that. It has to be antiperspirant. Must be antiperspirant. And here's why. because that actually absorbs the sweat, but the regular deodorant does not, and you will be having the sweat stains for days, and that funk be more funky than James Brown, damn it. We don't want to be smelling all that in Mrs. Johnson's 5th grade gym class. We don't want to be smelling all that, Mrs. Johnson. We don't want to be having all that. We don't. No, please. Don't do it.
Hold on. All right, here we go. Waffles are better than pancakes.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
No.
I'm team waffles here, guys.
Throw that card in the garbage.
I like waffles.
Keegan, don't tell me you like waffles.
All right, here's why, and I'm going to explain myself. Because when you pour the syrup, it just goes over the pancakes and then onto the plate. But with waffles, it holds it. It holds the syrup.
What you talking?
What'd you say, Chris?
I'm on team waffles.
Preacher, Keegan.
So what you telling me? You like the little cups? You like the little cups?
It holds the syrup, bro. That's what it's made for. Like, whoever made it waffles was making pancakes and then realized that the waffle was by far superior.
That sounds like complete garbage.
It's more fancier than a
Number one,
pancakes.
Nobody likes the crunchy, bro. I would have ate some cereal if I wanted a crunch.
Hey, hold up, bro. Hold up. Now, I'm going to say this. No, I'm going to cut you off right there, Mr. Eric. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry, but this is going to be a public service announcement. Here's the thing. If I'm having my waffles, okay, depends on my mood. I like to be a little soft, or I like to have a little bit of a crunch with that, okay? I'm just going to that's just my preference, okay? It depends on my mood, okay? It really does. And I personally don't think there's anything wrong with that. But pancakes are still better than waffles. Continue, y'all. Continue.
All right. All right, I want to throw this out there then. Where does French toast land on the list?
Number 2.
Less than pancakes, greater than waffles.
Waffles.
In the middle.
Oh, right.
Hey, it depends on what the bread is. Is it Texas toast or is it regular bread?
It has to be.
It gotta be thick bread, bro. It gotta be.
That gotta be thick. That gotta be like this.
What about the cinnamon swirl bread?
I've done that before. That's actually good.
I'm hungry.
If you got if thick bread, you might be straight. Long as there ain't no raisins. I like my raisins separate. Keep your raisins.
All right, I can respect that. I respect that. Yeah, that's honest.
I'm team waffles because not only are they the most sophisticated above those trash ass pancakes, but
hey, come on, man.
Ain't on pancakes.
Come on, my son.
There's one superior thing about that. Waffle cone.
We're not talking about no dang ice cream. We don't want no ice cream.
They're the most waffles are the most durable. You can have them with anything. I don't recall having pancakes with just any old thing. So.
Oh my God. Oh.
Anyway, guys,
strawberries,
we're gonna mute myself.
Buttermilks, regular, and you don't even need a whole iron to make pancakes. You can just make pancakes in a skillet.
Just make them boom.
Or a griddle. You know what I'm saying? If you fancy.
Waffles require some kind of skill to make, okay?
Not necessarily.
No, it don't. You can get a waffle maker for like $15 at Walmart, and I got one 2 minutes away from me, and I can make some damn waffles. And I don't even make waffles like that. I can do
What's
that.
Some Jiffy Mix?
Somebody tells me your waffles are trash.
Yes. Now I'm gonna share a little story just real quick. Now, when Chris and I went to Easter, our freshman year, there was a church that was right across the street, across the resurrection, that's still there. Every Friday night from like 7 to 11, they would serve pancakes and waffles to all the students, okay? Now, when I went there, I vividly remember more folks getting pancakes as opposed to waffles.
Because it's the quickest. Right. We're trying to get the band, man. Dang.
No, we're not.
What? No.
That's pregame for the party. What you mean?
That's pregame, bro. That is pregame for party. That's like when you're studying for midterms. That's studying for finals. That's like when you got those late night cravings and stuff. That's like, I want to go to IHOP, but I ain't got no IHOP money. So I just got to settle for this stuff right here. So come on, man.
Dang, Chris. You were struggling out there.
Hey, I put my business out there like that.
You ain't got no IHOP.
I done made $250. Hey, my freshman year, I done made $250 stretch 3 months. 3 months. Well, right now,
he did.
Right now, knowing what I know now, that can't last 3 weeks.
3 hours. Hey, shit.
$250. Yeah, that might get me through the end of the day.
Dude, that needs to be a separate thing. Hashtag before the checking account. Because I swear, hey
man, let's not get to that argument before the checking account, all right? Because went through some stuff.
Yeah. Next.
I was wearing stuff that I could even get a girlfriend. Shoot.
That's saying something. That is saying something.
Talk about repellent.
Uh-oh.
It's more fun being a kid than an adult.
Yes.
It's more fun being a kid than an adult.
Ah.
I would say yes to that.
I think it was more fun, yeah.
Yeah. I
you can make your own. It's easier to make your own fun when you're younger.
Yeah.
Trying to make my fun now, I'd be thinking about how much it's gonna cost me, my life, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But there are certain liberties that, as a kid, you couldn't even take as until you were an adult, though. So there's that. You couldn't go to McDonald's as a kid unless you had McDonald's money, or mom trying to drive you over there.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. It must be Groundhog Day because I'm gonna give everybody a little bit of my business. So, I was born and raised over Finkel and Littlefield, 2 blocks past Schaefer on the west side. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I vividly remember growing up because there's still, for whatever reason, there's still a McDonald's right there on Finkel and Schaefer, and Chris knows what I'm talking about.
What you say? You say what?
You know the McDonald's that's over there off of Finkel and Wyoming on the west side.
Oh, Finkel my wife. Okay.
Yeah, right by the lodge.
Yeah, I know where that is.
Growing up, I was like, yo, this stuff is lit. Going over there. But now it's like, I don't want to be within 6 feet of this place. But I think, personally, I think it was more fun being a kid for a big reason, as because it felt like life was a lot simpler and you didn't have as much technology. You didn't have any social media. You didn't have all the stuff on TV. It's like we were outside in the park or on the street because we were kind of rough like that, and we'll play tackle or we're like, hey, everybody come up to the vacant line. We're gonna be playing football or whatever the case may be, and we just played.
Yep.
We just played.
And we just knocked people out.
Wait, what did you say, Chris?
You were at the vacant lot, Chris?
Oh, yeah, we were. Shit. It wasn't too far from my house and my mom could still see it. That's why I went there.
How many vacant lots were on your block?
Let's see. There was one down the street here. There was one down the street there and stuff. So about a good 2 or 3 of them. So I mean,
cool.
We had options, and if we didn't, and all that, but we had options. And if that place was occupied, we had another place that we can go to, or we'd be like effing, or even better, just waiting for Saturday morning cartoons when cartoons were way better as a kid than how they are right now and stuff. I ain't talking about. I don't want this Teen Time. I don't want this Teen Time Go monkey crap. Give me the original Teen Titans from back then. Give me the Digimon back then and stuff. Forget Pokemon. All that, man.
You said forget Pokemon. Hold on.
Pokemon was the original, bro.
I don't care about Pokemon.
What are you talking about?
Hold up. All right, Chris. You're gonna be in detention for.
Did you mute him?
Next topic. It's okay to pee in the shower.
No.
Yeah.
No. I've never peed in the shower once in my life.
Yeah.
Marcel was like, yeah.
Yes.
Marcel,
Yes, you can pee in the shower.
No.
As long as no one's in the shower with you.
Yes.
All good.
Well, first of all, I'm not going from point A to point B to take a shower, and midway when I'm trying to take a pee, just go on just stand up and in the toilet. I'm going right there, right now, as long as nobody's in there, and it's all fun.
I mean, I just always have gone to the bathroom before getting in the shower. Like, I always plan ahead, I guess. I've never peed in the shower. That's my one never have I ever that I always go to.
So sometimes it doesn't work like that, though.
That's fair.
I've only been in the shower like once. That's it.
I do it all the time.
Oh my! And you you nasty.
First of all,
You live with people.
First of all, it'd be during work. First of all, it'd be doing workouts.
All right, Chris, you're back on. You're out of detention.
He's writing stuff down.
Right.
Hey, man.
Hey, judge me, bro. You say nasty, I say efficient.
Yes.
If I get in the shower, I'm like, oh snap, I gotta pee.
You know, this is why I'm glad I live by my own damn self. I don't be doing that shit. Hell no.
Bull.
Then you're
That's a better
sending
reason
your
to
pee,
do it.
bro. That ain't
What?
right.
That's a better reason to do it. You live by yourself.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna be doing that shit. Hell no. No, but no. No, dog.
Just
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Let it go. Let it go tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. Just let it go.
If any of y'all had the opportunity to pee, if it got so bad, you would take your pee in the shower, like for the longest.
Hey, but think about it. Would you want to go in the shower after someone who just peed in the shower?
Nope.
No.
Exactly.
Hell
Don't
no.
It's not like you pee like when you're done and stop running the water.
But it's pee.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just pee.
And I just have a couple of.
Are you scrubbing the bottom of that shower when you're done?
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
Bro,
It's gross.
Bro, this is well, you know, since y'all talking about, see, this is why if I'm at a YMCA or a LA Fitness or whatever those type of gyms might be, and if
You
I
don't
have
take
to
shower
shower
over
there, this is why I bring flip-flops and sandals away, because I ain't trying to be walking on bare feet on that carpet, because I don't know who pissed on it, I don't know whose feet have been on it, and I ain't trying to have no foot fungus or none of that stuff and bring that back home. I ain't want that.
Yep.
Hey, if it gets that bad, I always bring some like flip-flops for me to go and take a shower in.
That's what he just said.
That bad.
That's what he just said. Literally.
That's literally what I just said. That's gonna be nasty. And it's right.
Speaking of nasty, cereal with milk is soup.
What?
What the hell?
What?
Cereal with milk is soup.
Whoever said that needs to be sued.
I think we can all agree that no,
I see where you're trying to go with it, but no.
it's not working.
I don't even see why they're trying to go that far.
Me neither. I don't know why.
You're trying to be fake woke in these streets, man.
Can we all universally agree that statement is absolutely BS? Can we all agree with that?
I agree with that.
Yes,
Good.
that's
It's fake woke right there.
Exactly.
Amen.
Move it on. Man,
Speaking of being woke,
uh-oh. British
British accents are more elegant than American accents.
yes. Yeah.
And it's not even close.
Have you counted
Not
how many
always.
ugly trash accents that America has?
There's trash accents that British people have too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a case by case thing. It really depends on who's talking, because there's some very elegant English people, but then I've heard some other that's just
Right.
not so good.
Yeah, that Cockney accent.
I'd be like, damn, stop talking.
Exactly.
So let's think about this. The British accent. When a woman is speaking that,
Oh yeah,
it's
we get
beautiful.
pregnant.
Beautiful thing.
We get pregnant that day.
I see what you're saying on this.
Hey, I mean, Chris. I mean, you be on 7 Mile. 7 Mile in Van Dyke, so ain't no British accents over there. They're at the airport. On a connect.
You didn't have to use my own, what I've been saying this whole time against me like that. You didn't have to do that.
Hey man, I had to do it.
How I thought we were friends, dog. Come on.
If we're talking about like the main accent for like British and all around UK, America has gotten beaten out like all the way.
I mean, America has some good accents.
Yeah,
I love a New Orleans accent, baby.
New Orleans.
That Creole.
That Creole. French accents be doing something to me, man. Just the same as. Okay, next question.
Wow.
All right, the book is always better than the movie.
Yes.
It depends.
Yeah, it just depends.
It depends.
In my experience, the book is generally better. But, like, I'm not trying to read every book out there. Like, let's watch the movie. Let's get it over with. Let's get the Spark Notes.
Right.
I mean,
Spark Notes saved my life. You know what I'm saying?
wait, what?
Spark Notes saved my life. Because I did not read in high school at all.
No.
Not at all.
I mean, there are rare cases in where the book and the movie are both trash. And I'm only going to name one series of this. And I'm going to, well, actually, I'm going to be the gift that keeps on giving. I'm going to name two gifts. Twilight, because the book and the movie, all of them are trash. And 50 Shades of Grey, the book and the movie.
I was about to say 50 Shades of Grey. That was a trash movie and book. Ooh,
that was the worst that was the worst $5.95 I ever spent on a damn ticket.
You actually went and saw the movie?
Huh?
You actually went?
Love make you do some crazy things, man. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Hey, bro. I enjoyed the first movie. The second movie wasn't as good. The third movie was a little better. But the first movie was where it's at because I liked how he was talking to her. That joke was hilarious.
I didn't know they came out with 3 movies.
Talk that shit, huh?
I watched them all with my not alone. Let's be clear, not alone.
All right.
With my girl. But it wasn't so bad. But I didn't read the book, so I don't know. But everybody that read the book said it sucked.
I mean, the only reason why I even went there was because love making do some crazy things, especially when you expect. Oh, and this was in the before the check account days too. So we're just gonna put that out there, and also, like I'm thinking to myself, yo, this movie's pathetic. The book is even stupider. But all of a sudden, all these folks are actually in here to watch this movie, and they're expecting something to be good. But in that case, I have a better shot of having a day with Rihanna than me actually staying and watching this movie for 30 minutes.
Dang, Chris.
I'm serious.
Who hurt you, man? Jeez.
So, I can talk about that. I can't talk about it on here because this is live. So I can talk about that somewhere else.
Hey, just don't say no names.
Hey, okay. I don't know who's a Cowboys fan, but I'm just gonna put this out there. This is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news.
I saw it.
Okay, good.
Hey, what's he say?
And the Cowboys signed Andy Dunn to a 1-year contract worth $3 million guaranteed.
Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle.
Pick up
Andy Dalton signed, but not Cam Newton. That's the most disrespectful part about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna say this. If I'm gonna put this out there now, this may happen, this may not happen. If Andy Dalton shows out this year with the Cowboys, if he does better than Dak Prescott, and if they give him a full-year contract like worth $116 million, you can't tell me that's not white privilege in this country. You can't tell me that's not.
What do you think, Keegan?
I
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm gonna stay silent on this one.
All right.
Okay.
It's a hunk of bull.
Respect your right to stay silent, Keegan.
I plead the
Because-
fifth.
Here comes the next one. Gymnastics is the most difficult sport.
The what?
I'm sorry, what?
Gymnastics is the most difficult sport.
Yes.
It's up there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very difficult.
The physical and mental demand of that sport is out of this world.
I mean, like watching somebody like Simone Biles, she basically looks so easy. Which, by the way, you know, all the flowers go to you, sister Biles and stuff. We love you for sure. She's doing her
Salute
thing
to
out there.
our black queen.
He's still not going to respond.
Simone
to
Biles keeping her foot on these white people's necks and will not take it off.
Everybody and all that junk is and everything natural too. Sister Biles, like, yeah.
He's still not going to answer your DMs, Bird.
Speaking of natural,
It's worth a try.
bare feet are gross.
Oh, it matters. It's a matter of preference for me.
Oh, I didn't hear this.
You outside? Yes.
I didn't hear this.
What do you think, Keegan?
I'm not. Feet don't gross me out, but like there are some gross feet out there.
Like I said, raptor talons.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's kind of.
Open face sandwiches should not be considered sandwiches.
Open what? Open.
Open.
Open
What
face
does that mean?
sandwiches should not be considered sandwiches.
So are we talking like
Like cheese bread or BLT without the other piece of bread.
Or a hot brown.
Oh, I know.
An open face. I gotta look this up. I'm googling.
I'm already.
I ain't used to seeing this, so this must be something based in Birmingham, Michigan, or something. Because I ain't used to hearing about this, bro. For real.
Yeah.
It's just a sandwich without the other piece of bread, guys.
It says right here it's been made Middle Ages of Europe when the fixed slices of stale bread were served as plates. And they just had all of the ingredients on it.
It's just a sandwich without the other piece of bread.
To you.
But now when you
Who
read
does
it,
that?
it's more like a plate than like a piece of bread. Then
Oh, okay. I'll say this: if someone is like doing this to try to, if they're doing this as a cheap way to like cut carbs, okay, I get it. But it's like, dude.
I mean, yes, it's a sandwich, but it's an unfinished sandwich. You need the other piece of bread.
Bird, you and I both worked in food service.
Unfortunately.
Bread costs.
Wait, what?
You and I both worked in food service.
We did.
Bread costs.
I agree. It does.
Bread costs.
I agree. But I know.
Sandwich.
I just know about this. You know, I would much rather have I would much rather have an open faced sandwich as opposed to if I'm at Jimmy John's, like from where I worked at for all those years, and have an underwich, which is a lettuce wrap. But that's just me.
I'm so confused by this open face sandwich. Like, how do you go about eating it? Do you use a fork and knife, or are you like trying to pick this up? Because like I feel like if you pick it up,
I'll pick that thing up.
I think
you gotta eat it like it's
like it just feels good.
Jelly, bro. You gotta pick it up by the bottom and drive it into your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
You just hold it in
I'm
with
sorry,
like
this is just too reckless for me. I cannot get behind the open face sandwich. It feels like it'd be a mess. It'd be chaos.
My ceiling missing. That's what the sandwich said. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'll eat, regardless of sandwich, I'm eating it. It could be an open face sandwich or just
Think about it. Hey, guys, think about it. Pizza is an open face sandwich.
It's not.
No, it's not.
No, pizza is pizza.
Pizza. It's a
sandwich. Eat it up.
Next.
And it ain't no
Chris,
cast.
can you mute yourself for that?
I can't. I'm running this. I can't.
Yeah, he can't. That's the reason why he wanted to host it.
Mutiny.
Plus I have the premium Zoom, so we can go on forever.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Next.
Halloween is the most fun holiday.
No.
Not for me.
No.
I don't even celebrate Halloween.
Dude, I go hard for Halloween, man. I've won a couple
You would say that, my friend. I knew it.
We
But
knew
hey, you know, I won $100 a couple years back on Halloween for my costume.
But there's something about having a holiday on the fall that just, first of all, the fall during like college times is one of the best things ever. And second, I don't usually celebrate Halloween, but I wear the costumes.
I forget it's even on the calendar sometimes.
I'll say this.
I've been looking forward to Thanksgiving.
Exactly. I'll be like, bro, like, forget Halloween. I'll be like, yo, let me get, because like Halloween is like, oh, just a day. That's it. Just a day. But I would say Halloween is most lit when you're like a kid, or like if you're at college at like a college campus and stuff.
That is true.
That's what's lit. Because the first year I was at Eastern for that Halloween party, bro, cops showed up like 3 or 4 times. 3 or 4 times. And I never forget, me and a couple of other friends, we left, we went to another house, police got caught over there twice, and we were like, and we was like, hey, you know, we're just gonna go back to the dorms, but thank God for insomnia cookies. We done walked on over there and stuff. We got some insomnia cookies. We went back to the dorm, and we was chilling.
And here I thought EMU students were all squares. Wow.
No, they were now. But back then,
EMU has huge parties. What you mean?
Exactly.
I got a story for this. I got a story.
You do?
Like in between
what? I'm about to say what, the party with the chess club?
No.
Oh,
I was pledging up fraternity. There's a big difference between college Halloween and fraternity Halloween.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And while I was rushing Sigma Pi at the time,
okay.
and during the fall time, the pledges had to dress up for Halloween just as the last class before us. The theme was Disney princesses.
Oh, that's cute.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
And guess who had to play the role of Tiana?
That's right. Another one of our black queens.
Culturally appropriate if someone else did it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to say, I do it for the culture, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I had to wear you try wearing, and plus the fraternity Halloween parties be
What the hell?
Yeah. Packed.
Yeah.
They're trying to get that.
Wait, what?
They're trying to get that poom poom.
They did.
No, some of them try, and then others do.
I think I got groped on and kissed on my way out of there.
Anyway, fall is better than spring.
What?
Fall is
better than spring.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I like spring because that means winter's over and I don't have to deal with that for a while. But like, for a visual, fall is better.
He's saying all the right answers tonight. I like this kid. Chris, I like this guy.
Keegan's gonna be the next.
Hold it on.
What?
Ain't no problem.
Keegan's gonna be the next great debater, guys. He's coming on the show.
He's saying all the right answers tonight.
Hey, all I have is right answers.
Don't pandering to us, Keegan.
Just wait, Keegan. Just wait.
Oh no.
We're gonna get you in the corner one day. We're gonna get you. Cats are jerks.
Back to the
Cats are jerks.
Cats are MFers.
Cats are assholes.
Cats are assholes, man, and I'm telling you.
I don't know. My mom's got some cats, so I can't be too mad at cats. I have a cat that I like.
Oh, okay.
In general, I'm a dog person, though.
Good job, Keegan.
Cats be staring with murderous intent.
Yeah.
Some of these cats, bro.
They be crazy.
I think I'm allergic to cats because last time I went over to this girl's house that I liked, her cat was all on me, and I was sneezing like a mug.
Are you sure? Are you sure that cat that you were allergic to?
No, it was a cat.
Oh,
That's ignorant.
It was a cat.
I mean, it could have been. Shoot.
so girl, you know you better watch out.
Do you have your passport?
About.
Do you have your passport? Do you have your shots?
Girl, would you like to come back with from to America? Yeah.
Pecan.
We got 18, baby. You got me. Hey, he said it, not me.
There it is.
Pecan should be pronounced pecan, not pecan.
Doesn't
Keegan?
really matter. They're both related.
I always say,
Why are you calling him?
I've always said pecan.
Pecan?
Yeah.
Pecan. Yeah, that's it.
No, we say pecan.
Pecan.
Pecan pie. You can't say pecan pie. What's wrong with y'all?
I think we can all establish that pecan pie, no matter how it's pronounced, is delicious.
Yes. Agreed.
I'm not a fan, but whatever. To each his own.
I don't eat pie, so.
It for me, it's sweet potato pie over everything, so we ain't gonna talk about that. I hope that's a card on there. I hope that's a card.
I do like sweet potato pie too. That's also very good. Give me a slice of both.
Good job, Keegan. You're passing the test.
Keegan, right there. Keegan. Right
You're
there.
passing the test.
Oh, he's passing that. Oh, he's passing the test, man. How about he want to come to the next Canty cookout?
Coming to the next K2
I'm
cookout.
there.
And he's going to be going to the test of a lifetime. He's going to go to Capers, guys.
Oh,
He's going to Capers. He's going to go to Capers on a Saturday night, guys.
That's
See,
real.
now, like, why does everybody say that? Like, that's always the response.
Exactly, because it's Capers on a Saturday night. You gotta be ready.
I don't even know what to expect. Like, everybody always has the exact same reaction when you tell people that, Chris. And it concerns me.
Nobody knows what to expect. Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
Christopher's over there shaking his head.
Don't worry. No, don't worry. If it's just me and you, we're going on a Sunday afternoon. If it's like all of us, we're going Saturday night.
Yeah, without question.
We can't go alone.
No.
We need like 8 witnesses.
Hell, I will go up to Detroit just for that.
Yeah.
And I don't even live there anymore.
Right. It's hard work. Hard work is more important than talent.
Yes, 100%.
Absolutely.
Hard work is more important than talent.
Wait, where did Marcel go?
I think he's coming back.
Okay.
I think Michael Jordan is a perfect example of that. I mean, couldn't beat the bad boys until he started lifting them weights, right?
This man.
He was like, I ain't no bitch. I ain't no bitch.
I'm going to put this right here.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
There you go. There you go.
I remember I got this when I was like 9. Well, no, like I think I got this like I think a week or so after we had won the championship. That's when I got this. Like my dad gave this for me. So.
Oh yeah, 2004.
Yeah, but here's the thing: no one ever gives the bad boys enough credit because with Michael Jordan, we whooped that ass. All those years, we whooped that. You know what? We were like we were like that school off a drum line. We were smacking that ass all those years before Michael Jordan beat us, man.
Yep.
He didn't want to smoke.
No smoke.
He didn't want none of it. He's like, I was getting tired of getting beat up.
Dude, there is a big ass bug in my. Oh, he got hit by the fan. There's a big ass bug in my room.
Huh?
Right, flew right into the fan and just smoked him.
All right, Harrell's about to come in, guys. Hold up.
Oh boy.
Harrell's gonna keep my friend from DC. He works in geospatial intelligence.
Ooh.
Oh, he got money then.
Geospatial intelligence.
He got money then.
So
I don't know where the place is, but I can tell he got money.
Well, sort of, kind of.
Okay.
It's DC.
I wouldn't want to be there right now.
How big was that bug, Keegan?
Like, dude,
Man, I shoot.
That-
It's
it was a little bit of an exaggeration, but I don't even know what it was. It was just flying.
Must be spring.
Yeah.
Must be.
New apartment life.
I like fall because the bugs are gone. Most of them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Springtime, they just coming out. They're like,
Dang.
here we go. Time to annoy Chris.
I mean, as long as they're not biters, they don't really bother me too much. But like mosquitoes, no. Get out.
You're still scared. You're like, where's the bug at?
I'm like, wait, where again?
Well, I'm just trying to find them now. I don't know. Next question.
Next one. College athletes should be paid.
yes.
Absolutely. Even though they're going to start getting paid, but absolutely. I've been saying this shit for like the last 5-6 years.
Well, working, being experienced in the collegiate athletics, I think athletes are compensated pretty well in the form of an education and the background that they can get. I mean, they have top trainers that they work with on a daily basis where, I mean, you'd have to pay millions of dollars to really have that kind of training. So, like,
Keegan, I'll say this. You're on the right track.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I think if you're making a name for yourself on YouTube or something, and that's unaffiliated with your athletics or your program, fine, make your money. But from the standpoint of just like being an athlete by itself, no, because you got to think about it. Like, sure, the football players, yeah, they're bringing in money, but you got to think if you're paying the football players, that means you got to pay the gymnastics team, you got to pay the track team, you got to pay everybody. So like you start breaking that down, that's a lot of money going out.
I mean, like the way I look at it is like, you know, like I think the highest paid coach right now in college football, if not Dabo Sweeney, has got to be Nick Saban. And Nick Saban's making damn near like, I think, has like an 80, like some of these college coaches are getting paid for.
Yeah, but you're looking at the top guys. Like you gotta realize, like most of those coaches aren't making that kind of money.
I mean, absolutely, man. I totally agree with that. But the way I look at it is like, you know, if I'm an athlete, you know, not every athlete is gonna make it to the professional section of their sport, whatever that may be. You know, if you take away, like the NFL and the NBA or what have you, I mean, there's really what, like many people may do what, like there's no professional league for track and field. So if you're like a real good person at track and field, I mean, where are you gonna go? Like try out for the Olympics? Are you gonna try to do this, to do that, or what have you? And plus, if I'm at a sport, if I'm playing a sport at a school that I know that sport brings money to the school, then yeah, I should be getting, you know, a little bit more than just getting whatever education I may get. Because most folks are not even gonna finish school anyways. You know, the one and done rule in the NBA, you got most folks, they'll ball out for a year and then they'll go straight off to the NBA and then that's it for them. And with the NFL, you gotta be in the league, you gotta be in college for 3 years before you can even apply for the draft. So yeah, they may say that, okay, well, we're giving you a free education, but how many of those people are actually gonna try to do it? Because there's always a risk with saying 1 or 2 years later after the requirement for you to be in the draft, as opposed to just you do your time, you get out, you get drafted, and then go off from there and stuff. And I think the best example of that recently was Matt Barkley from college when he was balling out at USC, but he decided to go back for his 4th year. And the year before, to where he could have either been a top, like a first-round pick along with RG3 and Andrew Luck, who was in that same draft as well in that draft class, he went back the next year, and he dropped from being a first-round pick to being a 4th-round pick. Now, granted, he's in the NFL right now, and that's so good. I mean, the guy got drafted. He's in the top tier of his profession. But, you know, like, if I'm an athlete, and if I'm, you know, out of money at a school to be doing X, Y, or Z, then yeah, other than education, yeah, because like if you have all this money to be doing all this other stuff, throw some of that money to the athletes or what have you.
I mean, it's from how I see it, it's that a lot of that money is still being invested back into the athletes, even though they're not seeing it directly in their bank accounts or in their pockets. I mean, like the level of training that you're getting, the medical trainers that you're working with, stretching you out, making sure you're not injured, like that. Those are high cost facilities that a lot of these programs have, and they cost money. So like it's getting invested back into the athletes, and they might not see it directly, but there's just so many different areas where they're getting an added benefit of being an athlete at a university, as opposed to maybe working at or playing for a minor league team.
May I cut in here? I got
Go
one
ahead.
simple question. Do the athletes get paid for pictures that are taken of them and that are put on billboards?
No, they do not.
No,
Professional athletes get paid for billboards that they do.
Do professional athletes
but
do?
if you look carefully, there's not a lot of college athletes that you'll see on billboards. Like you wouldn't be able to tell who it is in advertisements for that reason.
What about like I get emails from like Michigan Athletics, and so like I see athletes like literal like student faces. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like they should be paid for that. Like any advertisement they using to get revenue to the school, and they got Michigan jersey with their number or whatever they have, I think they should get paid for that. And then the other point is just the NCAA is the problem, not the school. Like
I agree.
If the NCAA would be like, all right, well, you guys can make money off your little YouTube channel or whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can make money off of that. Y'all can do signings at these little schools if they want to pay you. Do signings at Applebee's or whatever. They could do that. But the NCAA is the problem, not the schools. I'm sure the schools, the NCAA, like, yeah, you can pay your athletes. Only the best athletes were getting paid. So, like, not the person who's a walk-on, just barely made the team. He's not going to get nothing. We talking about the Zions and, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The big and now the NBA, you see
if
that
you're able to get an endorsement deal, run with it. I say, as long as it's not like there'd have to be like a separation between the university and the athlete itself. I feel like if it were to really work.
And I'll even take that even a step further. It's like my thing is like this. It's like, if you give like a collegiate student if you give a college athlete actual money for actually playing in whatever sport they're playing at a college, I mean, how harmful is that for the actual student? If anything, that's helping them because outside of whatever that they're providing as far as like athletic scholarship, I mean, the students still have to go to class. They still have to be living in the dorms. They still have money for this. They still have money for that and stuff. Is that going to be helping out with any books or like the typical things that you see with like college age folks go with? And what Eric was saying a little bit ago when he talked about like if like a face was like promoted for what a person get paid for that and stuff. Unfortunately, not even at the big time colleges like a Michigan for football, like a Alabama for football, like a Duke or North Carolina both for basketball and stuff. We're talking like high nationwide known programs. And you would think that these colleges who have a whole lot of money in their pockets would be able to say, hey, no, we already got such and such, let's get the guys a little bit more here. And also with that too, with the NCAA back in 2016, they signed like a brand new 8-year contract extension to keep March Madness with CBS/Turner Sports, that the NCAA is now going to be making at least $1 billion a year from that contract alone. You don't think they don't have any money to say, hey, you know what, let's give this money to these folks over here? Because who's going to be watching March Madness if the teams aren't there?
That is true.
Who's going to be watching?
Guys, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. Like no one's
All right,
gonna,
that's good.
like the main reason why, like a lot of folks know we all get caught up in the March Madness and stuff, or even with bowl season, is because hey, we got all these football games that we can watch at our disposal. But if the players aren't playing, nobody's watching it. Nobody's gonna be watching it. Like straight up. Straight up.
I just see it from the standpoint that there's so many sports, collegiate sports, that aren't revenue drivers, that aren't bringing in money, and there's a cost for those sports. And you have to have the opportunity for everybody to make that money. And if it's not there, if you're paying just football players, you're going to have beef with other sports, because they're not bringing in the same kind of revenue that football is, or basketball for that matter.
Right. It's usually it's usually football and basketball. That are the two really like money makers for like a lot of schools. Whether that's D1, even some Division II schools, or what have you, or even FBS schools, or like Division III, whatever the case may be. It's a question that like there's a whole lot of things that you gotta consider. A whole lot of things. And like I don't know if there'll ever be like a definitive, okay, yeah, we're gonna start. Well, actually, no, they actually did decide, at least in California, that collegiate athletes are gonna get paid. Now, whether that happen nationwide, I don't know. So it's one of those things we'll have to see.
It'll be interesting the next couple of years. I think with more of the.
Hold on.
Oh,
y'all hear me? Yeah, I just wanted to jump in. Can y'all hear me?
Go ahead, Paul. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm kind of jumping in this conversation like halfway, but I see y'all talking about paying college athletes.
You good?
Like I think that's why I really think like this whole thing with the G League the NBA is doing is really beneficial. Like, I mean, it's only for elite athletes and stuff like that, but it's still a segue that they can get the NBA coaching, NBA training while they were in their college years, which would be so much better than they would have in their college years. Because they're already
I agree.
Scouts, NBA coaching, getting used to the NBA pace and NBA style of play, which is totally different from college. Get that early. Get their how much money is it? $400,000.
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
So I mean, a system like that is so much better. Like a segue, a junior league on the path to a professional league. I mean, it won't be for everybody. It'll be for the elite players, but that's still like
the fact that it's even there, that is even an option. No, that's like a huge that's like a huge breakthrough or what have you, as far as kind of like bringing that gap a little bit closer. Because honestly, other than Moses Malone, at least in basketball terms, heard what you were talking about. Other than Moses Malone and a couple of other cats, really when Kobe and Dwight and LeBron and Tracy McGrady, all those cats came out of high school, and all of them are Hall of Famers.
Hey, Chris, but were they Hall of Famers straight out? No, they were not.
Exactly. I mean, they were
Kobe could have been.
No, it took him 2 or 3 years to become a champion.
I mean,
it took Kobe a good couple of years.
Yeah, he played a couple of top level ball before he became a household name.
But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things where if more like professional sports, I don't know what they do with I don't really know too much about if the National Hockey League, if they have a program like that necessarily, because I know you have the NHL, the AHL, the ECHL, and then everything else.
Yeah, they have feeder leagues, and I think you guys bring up a good point with that, with the feeder leagues. I think in the long run, it's going to make college athletics better because there's going to be a lot of the people that are just going to want to go in, get their money, and try to make the league. But then there's also going to be the other athletes that are going to see the actual benefits of going to a university and the training facilities that they have there. I don't think – I can't speak from the G League standpoint, but like the facilities that colleges have, they're phenomenal. They're top level. So I can't imagine the G League shelling out that kind of money for that.
Being here in in Indiana, what have you, I've seen, where the four-way man ants, where they're I've seen like their practice facility, several times. What have you. I know several folks in like the, in the higher ups what have you. And it's just very cool to see like what Harrell was talking about, that there's an option that's kind of bridging the gap between both things. I mean, if and I kind of feel bad that the XFL kind of had to win away because, I mean, who knows? Maybe there could have been a thing to where, later on, eventually they may have like high school seniors or what have you, and if, instead of them like going to like an actual college, if they just say, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna go and be around like the XFL, or even if in whatever scenario, if they went to the CFL in Canada, for what the case may be and stuff, get that experience over there and stuff. And like if they are going to plan on playing pro ball anyways, then my thing is like, yo, why not get whatever exposure to that as early as you can, for that. I mean,
another thing too, like I don't know about football, but what I've seen with basketball online, like YouTube, social media, like these high school players, a lot of them are more popular than the college players.
Way more.
That is true. That is very true.
They have a cult following online and social media. So why not capitalize on that earlier than wait, 4 years?
Yeah.
That's the marketability thing. That's like another thing. So,
exactly. Like that's why, 9 times out of 10, I mean, most folks who are in the NBA draft, they'll either have one really good year out of school and then they'll go for the draft, or they'll stay for 2 or so years and still develop, and then they'll go to. I mean, it's very rare that you see a lot of folks actually stay all 4 years and then they go pro. I mean, I know CJ McCollum did it. I know Malcolm Brogdon did it, but it's just not as common. That's almost unheard of nowadays.
Yeah, man, we're trying to get paid.
Huh?
We're trying to get paid.
I know, and that's the thing. It's like, I know, and in that sense, that's how I can kind of see where King is coming from, because like a lot of folks want to get paid right now. Why wait 3 or 4 years to get paid when you can just wait 1 year if we're talking college basketball, or 3 years if we're talking about football, and then you get paid? What about you go 3 years unpaid or 4 years unpaid? Because that rookie contract in the NFL, that's guaranteed money right there. Especially
unless you're
wait, I'm about to say, if you're like top 5 pick in the NFL, in the draft, that money is like damn near guaranteed. But
that's $7 million guaranteed. I just looked up the numbers. It's either between $7 million and $10 million a year for a first round draft pick, and that number keeps on going lower and lower and lower each round it goes.
Exactly. And like that's why it's it's a big thing. When Joe Burrow, when he got drafted, I mean, that's like you already know he's already an instant million. Chris, come on, stop.
I'm a Bengals fan. Watch yourself.
Who's Joe Burrow? What team does he play for? Who?
Cincinnati Football Bengals, baby.
Who? I forgot they were a team. Let me look them up real quick.
Hey, Cincinnati did some good work over the offseason. I'm not going to discount them.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, they grabbed some more shovels so they can bear themselves.
Shut up.
But anyways, like, yeah.
That was a good debate.
Yeah.
That was good.
I felt that went like 15 minutes. Low key, I feel
that was
definitely the most in depth we've gotten.
Right, this whole night.
Damn, I should have been here from the beginning.
Right, we've been on here for 2 hours now.
I just logged back in. I got audio issues, man.
Don't worry. Well, don't worry, Hara. I will get you acclimated on a place that I know that. Well, I don't know about this place, but I know people who are at this place. But don't worry, that'll be coming. That will be coming.
All right, okay. I'm waiting.
Oh yes.
It's called Van Dyke Road in Detroit.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Oh boy's right.
Oh boy.
All right, here's another one. Here's another one. Vinyl records sound better.
I can't confirm that. I don't know. I've never.
I mean,
Black Lives.
That depends on the genre.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm not gonna listen to EDM on vinyl. Let's face it.
No.
Is it more of a nostalgic thing? Is it more of a nostalgic thing?
I think like older music, it sounds better. Just because like that was like the system it was like recorded for, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It has like a warmer feeling. It's definitely a little different. I think it's definitely depending on the genre you're listening to and the time the music was made.
Right.
Yeah.
If we drop some Temptations right now on some vinyl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
always
Yeah,
now,
70s funk, yeah.
now you know what? I may risk getting myself into the tension again, but damn it, I'm gonna do it anyways. Personally, if I'm choosing an album other than the Temptations to listen to it on vinyl, I am listening. Hey, other than the Temptations, Chris, put that damn hand down.
I got my finger ready to mute you, bro.
Personally, other than the Temptations on vinyl, if I choose another album to listen to on vinyl for the rest of my life, it will be the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds on vinyl. Now, if y'all have not heard that on vinyl, please do so.
I can't say I have.
We're gonna
I
talk about
respect
something
it.
else. We're not gonna talk about the Beach Boys because
What's wrong with the Beach Boys?
Yeah, we
I
gotta
like the
move
Beach
on.
Boys. I'm just trying to make Chris mad.
You do realize they whitewashed most of their songs, right?
Chris, you're back on.
Okay, cool. Because I was about to say,
They whitewashed most of their songs anyway, so I don't see.
whoa, no.
Those were good.
Brian Wilson wrote most of those songs.
No, a couple of those songs were stolen from a black artist that was pretty much normal at that time.
Oh yeah, for the culture.
For the culture, yeah.
For the culture.
However, the Beach Boys made them better. Moving on.
I can respect that.
Next.
Shoot. What do you think, Keegan, about the Beach Boys?
I mean, I enjoy the Beach Boys. I don't know anything about them stealing songs. I just know they can play some instruments, that's for sure. And the vocals, the harmonies.
Yeah.
Don't they
I
say
get around.
Like, there's
Yep.
a reason. There's a reason why Paul McCartney himself has said that "God Only Knows" by the Beach Boys is the greatest song ever made. There's a reason why he said that. And yes, he did say that.
I can see him saying that.
Yes.
Yeah.
God only knows what I'll be without you. Love that song.
Paul McCartney does seem like the one that says that. He's very humble.
Yeah.
I mean, Drake.
Drake. Oh no! Wait, Chris, don't get the headband. Chris, don't get.
Right, he's gonna get the Gucci headband.
Wow.
Here you go.
Oh,
Here you go.
oh no. He goes to the mattress. He's under the mattress. The motherfucker's under the mattress.
Oh, jeez, man, that hair.
Got a mohawk. What you mean?
Looks like a makeup brush, bro.
I'm still getting used to that hair, bro.
Me too.
I'm still getting used to that
Look
hair.
at this,
Oh
bro.
man.
Yeah. That ain't the
Woo!
Chris I know.
Ooh.
That ain't the Chris I remember.
Dang,
Me
bro.
neither. I got scared when I looked in the mirror at the bathroom.
I'm about to say, Chris, are you trying to join Kid and Play or something?
This is like a centrally cool.
Are you trying to join Kid and Play or something?
Yeah.
Okay, man. I ain't mad. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. No, let me see.
I was about to say that.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Now I feel like watching House Party now.
Good movie. Very good movie.
No. Hold on. We did an episode, not live, but we did a Sweet 16. Do you remember this, Chris and Marcel and Eric?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Sweet 16. Marcel said, this is his words. He said, House Party was better than the Temptations.
Who?
Marcel.
Brother Smith.
Yes.
You're joking, right? You're joking. Like,
Who did he say?
He said that House Party was better than the Temptations. The
Hey,
movie.
Oh, come on. Oh, whoa.
He said that. Marcel Smith said that.
You know, I can't even call you Brother Smith anymore. I just gotta call you Marcel. That's it.
That's blasphemous, man.
Blasphemous.
So that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Like, you ain't you ain't know without me, Otis.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
All right.
That's a classic, bro.
That's a classic line, bro.
Classic.
Here comes Kamari again. Kamari's in.
Oh shoot!
Oh, man.
Oh, snap. Come in here with the fro on. That's what I'm talking about.
For the culture.
Let's go.
Oh,
For
what
the
up?
culture. What a dude.
Yes. Come on, Afro in here.
Since
What
Smith.
up?
Afro.
Oh, shit.
She didn't like
I
that.
don't know how this works.
Hey, since the Kamaria, Sister Smith, it is so good to see you.
Hello.
It's so good to see you. You know, we all gotta know. I love women out here, but our black queens, they hold a special place in Chris's heart. I'm talking about me. Oh yes, good to see you, Kamaria.
Speaking of good places in your heart, cheddar is the best type of cheese.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. Are we talking about in general, or are we talking about
Cheddar, all around.
Mm.
They wasn't being specific with it. They could have said mild. They could have said soft. They should have said sharp. But they just said cheddar.
Okay, you didn't know how to take that for myself.
This is a different adjective.
Yeah.
Cheddar being
I-
the most basic cheese, but it's like
Yeah.
the best one that's all around.
It's the safest bet.
Yeah, man.
I feel like American is the safest bet. American.
Oh.
No.
No, I'm not saying I like it. Not saying I like it.
Whoa.
American is like the bologna of all cheeses.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying here. I didn't say that I like it. What I meant was it's the most conventional pick. I'm saying I like it. Right? I would personally pick pepper jack on my Subway sandwich.
Oh,
Preach.
Yes.
Preach.
Honorable man.
Preach.
That's okay.
Preach.
Now we're cleared up.
Preach.
Now we're cleared up.
Pepper jack is the best.
Fun fact: American cheese was originally created in Canada.
Canada.
There you go.
It kept-
There you go.
My life is a lie.
No, straight up. Look it up.
Just like basketball. Another American thing. We thought.
I'm shook. Is that true?
It's true.
We tried what movie was that from, Chris? I forgot.
Bird Box.
Bird Box.
I saw the movie like twice, and I was like, that meme was like the best meme going out that year.
Oh,
Hey, I love cheddar as much as the next person, but it's not it's top 5, but it's definitely not the best. I bet you to put provolone on top of that and pepper jack.
Okay. I'll say. Provolone. I mean, I'll have it, but it depends on what I have it with. But my personal favorite type. I mean, to me, shit. I don't know.
He don't
See,
know.
now we're not discriminating against our type of cheese. We'll eat cheese regardless. So
I mean, like, if I'm having pasta, I'm not thinking about cheddar cheese. I'm thinking about freaking mozzarella. I'm thinking about Parmesan. I'm thinking about
that provolone.
Stop playing for
Provolone's used.
Provolone, yeah.
Provolone's used in a lot of Italian foods.
Some Munster cheese.
Yeah.
That's how
Comes in the morning.
Munster does have its moments. I will agree with that.
Man, Munster on a good deli sandwich. Oof.
Some roast beef.
There you go.
Every time. Always there. Say you'll never live us all the same guys. That's how I be feeling with that, man, for real.
Or some blue cheese with my wings, you know?
No.
That's just me?
No.
It's just you, bro. It's just you.
Oh, no.
It's just you.
All right.
Have you
Nobody-
tried blue cheese on a steak? It's amazing, actually.
Blue cheese on a steak? Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Blue cheese is way too powerful.
Oh, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
I like goat
Yeah,
cheese.
way.
Chicken.
Goat cheese.
No.
I can't disagree with that. Goat cheese is good. Goat cheese is good.
I've had goat
cheese with steak though. I feel like that'll mix. Like the flavors.
It
like,
doesn't.
It don't. It don't. Mix.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Maybe my
What
tongue
about-
adapted.
It's like don't.
What
knock
about
it
feta
aside.
cheese?
Feta
What about
goes on
feta?
salad.
Marcel, you would say feta cheese.
Some
Feta
feta,
goes on
some
salad,
feta bread.
bro.
Come on,
I'm
Marcel.
good.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Feta on flatbread.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, boy.
On a flatbread. You right. You right. I haven't seen my
Chris is in detention, guys.
What do you say now?
All right, he's back. He's back. You're back.
What did
Oh,
he say, man?
Said something.
He talk bad about feta cheese.
I don't like feta cheese. What are y'all talking about?
I'm gonna start calling you repeat offender.
What does that say? Damn.
Stop.
All right. All right, we're gonna do another food one. A cupcake is a muffin, not a cake.
Shut up.
It's a muffin. It's a muffin with some
It's a muffin.
frosting.
You a lie and a half. You better stop that.
Kamari. Wait.
Chris, you better mute me. You better mute me. The spirit of cuss is upon me, man. You better mute me.
What do you think, Keegan?
Cupcake is a cupcake. It's more cake than a muffin. Like,
It's a
I
muffin.
don't know,
though.
like a blueberry muffin or like a apple cinnamon muffin is way different than a cupcake to me.
Thank you.
What do you think, Kamari?
I already told you how I think. It's called a cupcake. It is cake batter into a small cup form. Don't you ever compare it to a muffin.
Marcel's over there looking like a caged animal.
Chris, let me put it this way. Like, I'm not going to feel bad eating a muffin in the morning. If I eat a cupcake in the morning, that's sad.
It is.
That's a good start to the day. That's a good start to the day.
What do you think, Eric?
Clearly it's not a cupcake. They just put that in there to frustrate us.
All right, Harrell.
Nah, yeah, it's a cake, man. Especially if you got cake batter mixed in there. Yeah, it's a cake. It's just a play on words.
I'm still laughing at how Marcel is on mute this whole time. I just don't.
His text is over here. I'm looking at the text on my computer. He's like, unmute me, like 17 times.
Oh my.
1 second. Hold up.
Going back, Marcel.
Go ahead, Marcel. Let it rip. Hold up.
I feel better. I feel better. The fact that you were compared that a cupcake is a muffin is so blasphemic. You need to mute yourself. You need to get rid of this game.
Hold up, guys.
Muffins are for breakfast. Cupcakes, it says so in the name. It's a mini cake. You eat a cupcake in the middle of breakfast, you are the most saddest human being I have ever heard of. Other than the guy drinking coffee at White Castle.
Like a statement.
What up, KB?
Yeah,
Damn.
disagree.
Did you say coffee at White Castle?
What up, Joe?
Muffin is a cake. A cupcake is just a muffin.
A cupcake is a muffin, not a cake, guys.
Okay, white people make this game. I swear, white people make this game.
They did.
I disagree.
Well, I was on your side, Marcel. Come on now.
I know. I'm not saying you. I'm saying the other people.
Other people.
You guys are crazy.
Two people?
All right, Khalil, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. What's up?
All right.
Now
we're talking
you could
about,
make an argument.
What's good?
we're talking about these are arguments that there's one that's like a cupcake is a muffin, not a cake.
I think that's cap, bro. I think
Thank you.
that's
Thank you.
cap. I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard to believe that.
It's not an argument.
It's hard to believe.
That's the whole.
I don't know. It's just like the consistencies are different, man. I don't know. It bothers me. It doesn't sit right.
Facts.
That's true.
Muffins were made for breakfast. I had not seen a person, unless there's some kind of brainchild from Starbucks, eat a cupcake for breakfast. That is sad. That is some sad stuff right there.
Cupcakes before. I had cupcakes before.
And look at your body.
For breakfast?
Wow.
I don't know about that.
Hey, Chris, I see it at EMU. I saw it at EMU.
Yeah.
Oh, man, those privileged college kids, man. Of course they go.
Yeah, bro.
Shoot.
I opened a cupcake till 2004.
I'm making me mad.
All right. Speaking of making people mad, hold up. Mayonnaise is the most versatile condiment.
That is garbage.
Hell
I don't eat mayonnaise.
No.
Hell no.
No.
I
Wait,
remember the last time I ate mayonnaise.
are we just talking regular mayonnaise or Chipotle mayonnaise? Or are we also
You would.
Chipotle.
Now,
That right there.
Speaking to the versatility
That
of
right
the
there.
mayonnaise.
The fact that they had to make a different mayonnaise proves that it's not versatile because they had to add to it to make it better.
That is
No,
true.
you should have saw it in the name.
Yeah.
The fact that they changed the name from mayo to
They should
aioli.
switch. They should
It's-
switch mayonnaise. They should switch mayonnaise and put ranch in there as the most versatile condiment.
Ooh, yeah.
all right, hold on.
100%.
Because
You
you
know
can
absolutely.
get you can get
Mayonnaise into
almost
ranch.
anything in ranch.
Well, here's the thing. The key word in that statement is versatile. Now, you need mayonnaise to make ranch. I do believe.
Big facts.
I thought it was like milk or something.
It is. Hold up.
You
Fact check.
do need
Fact
milk
check.
too.
I don't know.
Somebody look this up. I need to
I'm
know.
looking at it right now.
I remember making ranch. I used
Ranch
to
is a dairy product.
and we had to make our own ranch, and we put mayo in it. Now, mayo goes in a lot of things.
Yes, it does.
Potato salad, pretty much any wet salad. Yeah,
Oh,
you're gonna have
ranch is
mayonnaise. So, I mean, versatile, yes. Is it the best? No.
I can name 5 condiments that are better. I can name like 5 condiments that are better than like mayo. Ranch is at the top.
I'm scared.
Ranch
of
is
that.
They're
good.
versatile.
Versatile
That's
is
the
the word.
question. Are they versatile?
Thank you.
Actually, hold up. Ranch is like less versatile than mayo because mayo you can put on burgers, hot dogs. You can put on anything.
Whoa,
You
whoa,
can
whoa.
But first off,
I mean-
ain't nobody putting no mayo on a hot dog.
Hey, I
That's
did
not-
it for a reason.
You are a lunatic.
Yeah.
Oh, there's people to do it.
Yeah, that's a
So
shit.
there are people who do it.
And they eat it with what? With what? Sweet potato fries or something? They eat vegetables or something? Yeah.
That one's for you.
I think in the
That's a good
Northeast, they dip their french fries in mayo.
That
Let me
one's for you,
do
Chris.
that.
It's
No,
gross.
I was making I made hot dogs for my friend because it was the only thing in the house. And he asked, like, oh, do you have any mayonnaise? I was like, what do you mean?
I ain't never had a
What do you
motherfucking
mean?
I
Never heard of
never.
You know what?
Was your friend of the Caucasus race?
No, cheese.
You know what? Kamar, you know, I got a special one just for that.
It's the first check.
I never heard of nobody eating. I ain't never heard of anybody eating mayo and hot dogs. That don't even sound right.
You know, I'm gonna try it just to see what's so special about it.
It's
gonna
not
try it with it.
special. It's okay. It's
Hey,
solid. It's all right.
So, how can your taste buds conceivably like that? Like, I'm just gonna.
Seriously.
I'm curious now.
You're eating hot sauce water and mayo. Does that even sound like a good combo?
Pause.
All right, so, okay, all right. So since we're on the topic about hot dogs, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Stop it.
Oh no.
I'd rather say
We already had that question.
I about this earlier.
Oh, I'm about to hear.
I don't know what we came up with.
I was about to say.
We did
Answer
that
me,
earlier.
bro. I need answers to this.
No, we did that
See,
earlier.
they sound.
Hey, one at a time,
You
guys.
wouldn't believe the
Eric,
button. They said that mayo was the most versatile condiment of all. And they said that hot dog. They said that a cupcake is a muffin.
But is hot dog a sandwich?
Yes, yes, it is.
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes.
Technically.
By
It
definition.
makes sense.
y'all make me mad. I just want to say that out loud. All of
Why?
y'all.
Why? How?
Wrong.
An item of food consisting of 2 pieces of bread with meat in between. So yeah.
What? No, I mean, hey, because a hot dog bun is basically one. It's only one piece of bread.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Unless you
What
rip
do you
it.
mean not necessarily?
If you rip it, yeah, you cut it down the middle.
I mean, I rip it all the time, so yeah.
Who rips their hot dog buns? What are
No,
you?
you don't have to. It's a little slit for the hot dog to go in.
Exactly, which means it's
2 bread pieces on the outside.
it's made to be one piece of bread. Because if it wasn't made to be one piece of bread, then it would come in twos.
So you put the hot dog on top of the bun.
No, I
not
put
even-
it in the slot
The
where
hot
it's
dog,
cut.
that's 1 piece of bread.
I put it in the slot where it's cut, but it's still one piece of bread. It's just cut different.
Nah, it's 2 pieces of bread, Jack.
No,
I
dog.
disagree. I disagree.
Nah, fam, you weird, bro. Literally.
No, man. No, man.
It comes as a whole.
You can't do it like this, guys. We
I
can't
hate
be
It
y'all.
fine.
comes as a whole.
Who's the weakest link, Chris?
I'm sorry,
What's the way to
Khalil, dog. Like, I'm sorry, dog. You can't win this argument, dog. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You can't win this one, dog. I'm sorry, dog.
Oh my gosh. All right. All right. I'll take the L. I'll take the L. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Now you gotta eat a hot dog on top. You
I'll
can't
die on
put
this
it
mountain,
open
though.
to put the hot dog in the middle, in the bun. You have to eat it on top.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
I can just see that sad hot dog.
It's
Yeah, I'm sorry, Khalil. You can't win this one, dog. I'm sorry, bro.
hey, I'm stuck on
Hold
this
up.
island, man. It's okay.
Hold up.
Oh no.
So, you have a hot bun.
This man got hot dog.
Oh, yeah, got you.
It's one. It comes
Exhibit
as
A.
one. Thank you. Chris.
Thank you for this evidence, Chris. I appreciate it.
Hot dog. It's in the hot dog. Is this a sandwich?
Bro, you just wasted a perfect good hot
I hope you
dog.
watch that remote. I hope you watch that remote.
Absolutely.
Please do not eat that hot dog bun.
You wasted
That hot dog bun gotta go in the garbage,
a perfectly good
Yeah,
hot
it
dog. bun.
contaminated.
You wasted a perfectly good hot dog.
But it's
bun.
okay.
For what reason?
But it's okay. It's
What-
for scientific.
Was it worth
it's
it?
for scientific
Was it worth it, Chris?
You wasted a perfectly good hot dog bun.
You
It
wasted
was
food
it was
over
for
here.
scientific purposes, man. It's okay. It's all right.
I mean, knowing Chris the way I do, there's probably a whole row of like hot dog buns. You know, when the Canty Cookout happens again. So
I got more right here.
See, I know it. I
I got
already
more.
knew it. I already knew it.
We was ready for the quarantine.
There it is. That's better.
Baby, I'm ready.
That's better.
She put the entire packet.
Oh, there you go, Kamaria. That's more like it.
I can hear y'all better. My phone broken.
Oh, wait. What type of phone you got?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's a
never
key
mind.
question, though. That's a key question, though.
Oh, Chris. It's before the
Got a
shipping.
7 Plus.
Before the check.
Oh, there you go. That's why.
I hate it here.
All right, we got. It's okay to have the air conditioning on and the windows open at the same time.
You just wasting money.
No.
Your money's going out the damn window. Fuck no.
No.
Absolutely
What
not.
temperature? Stop.
Clearly,
All
they
right,
don't
all
have
right.
a black father in their home.
You want to get a whooping from your mom? It might be okay.
Wait, Eric.
Wait. You go back. What you going on there?
What you saying?
We just ain't gonna have that argument today.
Whack that
They
ass.
don't have a black father telling them that we not heating up outside.
We ain't
Go
heating
ahead,
outside. There we
We need
go.
to turn this air off, or we gonna roll these windows down, or put the windows down. Because we
You
can't.
just wasted 35 cents worth of AC. Keep the window open.
And Chris,
Wait a
this is
second. Your
unanimous,
parents
bro.
gave you a choice?
This is unanimous.
Wait, what?
Your parents gave you a choice?
No, they didn't give me a choice.
They give me a choice.
That was what
Man,
we call a false choice.
There was no multiple choice in my childhood, that's for sure. Oof.
I'd be rolling with the windows down and the AC on. No kidding.
You see what happened? You see what happened was
What happened, Chris?
All right. So this is when I first started learning how to drive, and I kid you not, I was driving. My dad and I, we were in the car. We were just driving. I think it must be gone. We were on Van Dyke and 7 Mile. Yeah, we were at Van Dyke.
You got beef with Van Dyke, I swear.
Get off Van Dyke, Chris. Get off Van Dyke. Go ahead,
Yo, those of us who don't live in Detroit, what's the thing with Van Dyke? What's the context?
I'm just gonna assume
no.
every one of your stories starts with Van Dyke now, Chris.
Oh, man.
Oh my God!
What's the context of Van Dyke? I'm curious.
Oh, no.
We'll show you when you come up.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so like when I first learned how to drive, my dad and I we were over off from Van Dyke. We were just driving, and I think it was like 80-something degrees outside, and I had the windows down and I had the AC on. And I kid you not, from there, I forgot where we were going to, but my dad looked at me the entire time, and I'm like, did I do something wrong? And he was like, Paul, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, driving, and I was like, did I do something wrong? He's like, do you not see what you got going on? I'm like, I see I'm driving. I see you. And I'm like, dude, do you not see you got the windows open and you have the AC on at the same damn time? At the same damn time. And I'm like, oh. But,
what are you drinking, Kamari?
But, and then.
What are you drinking?
Mind your business.
Oh. And then he was like, boy, don't you know you're wasting money by having the windows down and the AC on at the same time.
Is it really wasting money though?
It's not the same. I don't think it's the same as like if you have
really
the windows
wasting
open here.
It don't bother me.
I think you're wasting I think you're wasting the battery more than gas anyway. The car battery more than gas.
Are you really though?
Coolant,
You're wasting the coolant too.
Mainly the
Because the
coolant.
AC runs
That too.
Yeah.
Right.
That too.
And then he was like, see, understand it. Anytime if you're driving, and you can save some money, especially since you're going to be going off to college in a couple of years or what have you. Look, if you can ride down and have the same amount of air, natural air, with the air that's coming in right now, and not have the AC on, you do it. You do it. That's exactly how he said it too. That's no BS. That's exactly how he said it.
Same hand motion, everything.
Yes. Do it. And I was like,
hey, yo,
okay. And
I'm surprised he didn't backslap you.
Oh no. Oh no. Here's the funny thing. When I showed him like the new car, like the Nissan Rogue, and I pulled up over there, guess what I did? I had AC going, I had the windows down, and he looked at me, he was like, why do you have the windows and the AC on? Like, why are the windows down and the AC on at the same time? And we got to a light. And he said, please tell me why. And I was like, because this car's in my name.
Dang.
Oh.
No, he should have popped you in the mouth just for
You
that.
got him. Drop the mic.
Big move.
Hey, them is fighting words. I know you ain't
Big
saying
move. Pulled the
I
trump.
know.
you
Where the
wild.
fuck were?
You out of line.
Drop the mic.
For real.
And after that came the missing persons report and the missing car report.
Just like that's just like Hobo Shell looked at Chris.
Hey, look, me and my dad, we talk mad crap to each other. So, I mean, hey, we got that type of relationship. We can talk mad crap about each other. And then, and he's like, you know what? You're right. He's like, yeah, you're right. So,
LOL.
and wait. And then we went to my favorite place in all of Detroit. Is not there. We went to Eagles Coney Island right there off of Maya and Puritan. We went over there. We got some food. We were chilling, laughing, talking shit. And then that was the end of that. So
Off of Van Dyke. Oh, Lord. All right.
And they lived happily ever after.
For
Yeah.
some reason.
We got, I don't say that. It's rude to recline your seat on an airplane.
No, I'm
no.
5'9".
Yes.
You can deal with it.
No, bro. No, bro.
Yes.
As soon
Yes.
as
How
the
long is the
plane
flight? How long are we
leaves-
talking?
As soon
Yeah.
as the
It does
plane
depend.
leaves the ground.
Especially on the
As
international
soon as the
flight.
plane leaves
Especially
the
on
ground,
international
I'm
flight.
letting my seat back.
Oh,
bro,
Easy.
so if
I'm letting my seat back.
if
Bro.
I'm on the flight and if I'm flying, especially if I'm like, it's like the last time I was on a plane with Thanksgiving and I was going to Alabama for Thanksgiving night. So when I tell y'all I had the chance to hit the Bernie lean back and recline that chair all the way back there, that's exactly what my ass did. I had back there, I had where my mask at? I had my mask on, I had my music on, I was chilling.
That's on.
I was chilling. Hell yes, I was chilling, bro. It is not rude.
because you had a future.
Now, first of all, these airline spaces getting smaller, and I'm 6'4", and I need space.
Like, we ain't dealing with that.
It sucks to suck, bro.
Especially on the international flight where you gotta fly 5+ hours. You're not doing that.
Yes.
Ooh.
You're not doing that.
This is why I'm glad I'm actually short. This is why I'm glad, because I would hate to have those type of problems.
But here's the thing, like when you say recline, like you mean like all the way down to the fact that you're looking up at someone and be like, hey, what you
Yes. Yes.
So that's rude. Reclining it is not rude. If you're in somebody's lap though.
And people always do that.
Yes.
Always
If
go in
it's
the max.
If it's like an hour flight, like you don't need to lean back. If it's a couple hours, then all right.
I paid for this ticket. I would.
So is the person behind you, bro.
I will relax.
Let me
sleep.
Let me tell y'all.
I don't care.
Let me tell y'all something.
Don't care.
I am 6'4". I can't even get through the airplane door the right way. I can't even get through the door the right way.
That is true. You're right.
And for someone to tell me that I can't recline when my big ass can't even stretch in the middle seat.
This is why I'm glad I'm short. This is why I'm glad I'm under 6 feet. This is exactly why I'm glad I'm under 6 feet. Because I can get away with doing. I can get away with reclining my chair. I can get away with it.
I wish a Karen would tell me I can't recline my stuff.
No, he didn't.
Hold up. We're not gonna disrespect Keegan out here. Okay? Let's not disrespect Keegan.
Well, I mean, I kind of said my piece. Like, if it's a couple hour flight, go ahead, lean back. But if it's just an hour, like, come on, just suck it up for a little bit.
Exactly.
You know, if it's a short flight.
Even if
What about KB? KB, what you think?
Bro, I ain't hearing it, bro. I am letting my seat back regardless, bro. I'm flying from here to Chicago.
Let your stuff hang.
I'm letting it back, bro.
He said, I'm
do
going from
not
here to
care,
Chicago.
bro. Fight me
I'm
on
about to
that
be like
one.
this.
Fight me on that one, bro. Fight
Chris,
me.
Hey, Chris, hey.
Arms in the air like I'm in a roller coaster.
Fight me.
You know what airlines should do? They should have levers of lean back, and they should charge you 25 cents for each lean back.
No. All right, Spirit.
Tickets are expensive enough.
All right, Spirit.
Oh no.
Okay, we'll up it to $1. We'll up it to
like
$1.
that.
All right,
Do you like
Spirit.
that? Yeah. Also, you ain't gonna lean back on this airline.
All right, Spirit Airlines.
Right.
Or it gives a discount for a person
Spirit Airlines
who's being leaned back on.
They're hoping to get those unlimited miles hands.
Well,
be like, go ahead, babe, go ahead.
In
Right.
a sense, they already have gotten that idea out because I mean, if you pay for
Whoa!
the first class seats, or if you pay for the comfort seats, you got more leg room, so you can lean back.
I paid for my first class seat.
Wait, come on. Wait, hey, I don't know what to say. Hey, can I have some? Please.
Oh yeah, this is sponsored by Moscato Sangria by Shutter Home because it was the cheapest, sweetest stuff I can find. 6.5.
For the second account, guys. For the second account, guys.
6.5%. This is
We're
juice.
all in our 20s. We're all in our 20s. We're trying to make it work. We're trying to make it work, guys.
$6.99.
Hey,
If a man wants to recline in the seat, that should be his prerogative only.
hey, come on, bro. Bro,
Talk about prerogative. All right, we're gonna talk about facial tattoos are never okay.
True.
I agree.
True.
I agree.
True. I
It's
hate
on you,
facial
man.
tattoos.
It's
Well,
on
I
Like,
hate facial tattoos.
I will
Hey, look,
hire
you
you.
do
hey, look, if you're,
you do
hey,
you,
look,
man.
hey, look, if you're Mike Tyson and if you about to get ready to like try to come back to boxing at 53 and you got a face tattoo, you can get away with it. But anyone else, nah, bro, you can't do that.
Yeah.
If you out here looking like Kevin Federline, with like a face tattoo, what have you, bro, like you should not be doing that, bro. Like that's an indictment to society. You are a menace to society at that point, and not in a good way.
Don't menace to yourself.
Walking it.
Don't
He
menace to
said he
yourself.
was a walking indictment.
that's unnecessary. Pretty strong.
Yes, the hell it is necessary.
They don't,
Come on.
they don't really bother me, man. I don't know, man. Face tats don't really bother me.
No.
I feel like that's
Sure.
just your move, man. Like if you're gonna do that, that's just you expressing yourself.
I mean,
Oh,
sure you can express yourself, but don't expect to like get a job. Like you gotta be
True.
well established.
That's
to
what I'm
have
saying.
True.
a face
But
I won't hire
okay, so most people that you see like that are people who already make over 6 figures. So
Right.
I already got the job. I don't
yeah,
care.
you already made the money, so it's like you can make whatever decision you want. But to the people who are, middle class with face tats trying to look for jobs and all this stuff, then it's like, yeah, that's on you. But still, it ain't
Get your money
Yeah,
first, then get the face tattoo.
Dang.
make your
Dang,
money.
he
first.
called us poor and unemployed.
Well, can I give my 2 cents about face? I personally think we live in a world where at this point, it shouldn't matter at this point. Also, because
I don't think it does
people-
matter.
also because I know like there are also some cosmetic procedures where like some women will actually tattoo their eyeliner on. That technically counts as a face tattoo. Like having a little thing, like when you guys think face tattoos, I think y'all thinking like the big all over your face.
Like Post Malone.
Right.
like it's
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
some
It could just
girls.
be like a tiny thing in the corner, little. Don't gotta be a teardrop. Don't do the teardrop. That's
No
a terrible
teardrops,
idea.
please.
Some women actually do get like
No ice
tattoos,
cream cones either.
like beauty marks and all that also too. So it's like,
You can get your eyebrows tattooed,
yeah,
eyeliner. You can get a mole tattooed. You can get some freckles tattooed on.
Yeah. That's acceptable. I don't want a whole like cheek or a covering your like nose. I don't mind any of that.
Yeah.
That's a more of a cosmetic thing rather than like a
Yeah.
tattoo, though. Like
Well,
that's not what I think about. Like when you say a tattoo.
Yeah.
What about eye
I can understand where
tattoos?
you're coming from there, yeah.
Like a Gucci man.
We're not
Bruh.
doing that. No.
hey, bro. If I'm making
Ice cream cone on the side.
figures, bro, I do not care. I'm getting me an ice cream cone on the side of my face, bro. Fight me.
Gucci
That's what I
man.
want.
I'm getting me 3 teardrops and an ice cream cone. I ain't killed nobody. I just like ice cream and I like the
Oh,
crust.
okay. Can't be.
Like,
Time out. All right, I gotta. Wait, you mean to tell me that a growing, living human is okay with having something on their face, but then there's people like Birdman out here who's engaged to my beloved Tony Braxton, for damn sake. This motherfucker got a star on that bald, Mr. Clean ass head of his, and tattoos on his face too. And we're gonna act like that's
but
okay.
he ain't.
I mean,
Like, he
it
ain't
was
murder nobody.
You
it was
let that
okay
go,
when people
man.
was doing it to their arms and all that stuff.
He
I mean,
hasn't murdered. This man has murdered. What it means, you know, I'm not gonna go there. I ain't gonna go
Yeah, don't go there.
I ain't
You sound hurt.
Chris has been going off all night, bro.
Bro, hey, this
Boy.
nigga into the chat wild already.
All night.
Something set him off, bro.
It's Van Dyke, damn it.
Someone's in that ice cream, Chris.
I have one glass of wine. Like, damn. Come on, man.
Just
Can't
to
have
you.
That's good wine. What's in that wine?
Hey, I already said a whole, like, in the words of Led Zeppelin, a whole lot of love.
All right. What brand wine is it?
BRB.
Brand wine is it?
I can't pronounce it. That's how good it is.
Oh, it's French. It's La Premiere.
Yeah, that's what it is. My uncle got it for me for my birthday.
All right, I got. It's okay to drink that's gone a day or two past the expiration date.
Wait, what?
Hell to the no. No. Hell to the no.
I don't risk it.
I ain't really done.
It's okay to drink milk after the expiration date.
Milk be suspicious all on its own, so.
If you got Pepto-Bismol, have at it. If you don't do it.
I never expiration date. I tell it first. This smell bad. I'm going.
What's
I
the
get
question?
suspicious like 2 days before. So
Yeah, sometimes milk is bad like 4 days before the expiration date. So
Yeah, that does.
just tell it.
True.
That,
What about
Next.
it's okay to drink milk past the expiration date.
I have. I do the smell test.
Smell
Yeah.
test. That's where it's at.
Yeah, I do the smell test too. I ain't gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not a
you,
big milk
but-
drinker though, so that's probably
you
why.
gotta have like a gut feeling about that. You gotta be like,
No,
if it's-
no, you got
if it takes you more than 10 seconds to come up with your mind, you should probably throw it away.
yeah, you got
That's a good rule.
Hold up. We got some golden grams. You got some golden grams. You pour the milk in, it's all lumpy. Oh, that's horrible.
But look, Golden Grams ain't even where it's at though. So I mean,
Wait, what? Wait, what? What I missed? Hold up.
You should have just put Golden Grams in the trash before you poured the milk in. I mean, shoot, that was just
That's true.
just throwing away
I
cereal.
was never a Golden Graham fan.
I hate
And
that.
that was my personal experience. Okay.
Hey, come on, hate is a strong word. Hate is a strong word, man. Come on, come on now.
No, I vouch for that. I low key hate.
Come on,
Golden
I
Grams.
got my cup right here. Where's the fuck at, partner?
What's happening?
I'm just good on. I'm good on Golden Grams.
Why are y'all talking about
Now,
Golden
cinnamon
Grams?
toast.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch bags, man.
Yes, it does.
Amen.
Toast.
Stop. Why are we talking about Golden Grams? What was the question that sparked this?
We were talking about milk.
What about
And
milk?
I went through my personal experience of when I poured milk and not checked if it was bad or not, and I poured it in the last bit of Golden Grams. And it was just bad. I was sad.
It looked like a mound of cottage cheese.
It was
That was just God telling you you shouldn't have got the Golden Grams off the top of the refrigerator. Bro.
Hey, man.
Should have went for the cinnamon toast crunch.
Chris.
You made a bad decision that day, and you went for the Golden Grams instead of the cinnamon toast crunch.
But the cinnamon toast crunch would cleanse the milk or something?
No, it's just the fact that you made the wrong choice and you paid the consequence.
I didn't make the choice.
You should have just went hungry. You should have just went hungry for breakfast.
No.
Shoot.
Hey, you sound like a full preacher right now.
I've been like, oh,
Chris,
Golden
what you
Grams
telling
for breakfast
me is-
today? No, I'm good, man. I'm just hop on the bus.
What you telling me? You don't like chunky lemon milk? That's what you think?
No.
Yo!
You're gonna make me do it.
You said chunky lemon milk?
I am
Said-
so. Oh no.
I hate it here.
I am
Chunky
so.
lemon milk.
I hate that.
Chunky lemon milk.
What made you think about that? You thought about it. You said it.
No, it's an office joke.
It is an
Let
office
them
joke.
know.
Right.
I am sold out.
Are we gonna move on from that?
All right. Taking a nap makes you more tired.
No.
It depends how long you
Absolutely
take
not.
a nap
It depends.
It makes
Depends how long you
It
take the nap.
depends.
and when you take the nap.
Bro, sometimes like those 15-minute or 20-minute power naps are like better than like 2 or 3 hour naps for me.
Nah.
Oh,
That's how long.
absolutely.
You,
For
That's
me,
no, that's how long you're supposed to take.
for me.
No, I hear you,
Bird.
Chris. I hear you,
Bird,
Chris.
I agree with you on that one. I agree with you.
That's how long you're supposed to take naps. 15, 20 minutes.
Like, give me a minute.
My lap's 6 hours.
Mine has to be long.
Bro, you
My
might
nap-
as well be on the
Sleep,
sleep,
bro. That's no longer a nap.
How do you sleep? How do
My
you
nap's
sleep?
6
How's that?
hours.
Sleep?
He going night.
I sleep when I'm dead.
Hey, guys, there'll be some days when I come home from work at like 3 o'clock and I have a soccer game at 6, and I'll be like, should I take a nap? Because if I know I take a nap right now,
It's
I'm
a
not
wrap.
Hey, it's a
It's
wrap.
a wrap.
So I hate taking naps.
Just set an alarm on your phone. Wake you up for 15 minutes.
But wait.
You gotta train yourself.
Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna reference.
I wake up in 10 minutes.
I'm just gonna reference. This is why we talked about as why coffee is better than tea. Because if you have a good amount of coffee, you won't really need to take naps. So this is why coffee is better than tea. End discussion.
Chris,
If I have coffee after a certain time of day, I just get tired.
I don't drink coffee.
Thank you.
I don't drink coffee either, honestly.
Coffee's bad.
Coffee. I haven't had coffee in a while, but
I'm an energy
Them all
drink
three of y'all
type
asses.
of guy.
Oh, wait, that's worse.
Yeah, I
Them
know
all
it's
three of y'all
worse,
asses.
but
You are the
Can I-
biggest thing. Goodbye.
Which energy drink did you drink?
You say bad.
me, I drink Monsters.
Oh man.
Oh, those are terrible.
Not even
Those are-
Bang. You don't even drink Bang. Bang.
They taste good though,
Nah.
but
No, they don't.
When I do Red Bull.
That's Eric. Okay. Oh, there you go.
I am not alcoholic.
good night.
Bye.
All right, see y'all.
Hey, he's out of there.
He said lemon.
all right.
But still, this is why coffee is better than tea. End of discussion. No, so on and so forth. So
I'm
we're
taking
getting
tea. I'm taking
Team
tea over
tea.
I like
coffee,
both.
dog.
I like tea and I like coffee, so I'm.
But I ain't drinking sweet tea though. They gotta have lemon in it.
Oh yeah, sweet tea.
Oh yeah.
Tea's gross.
Yeah.
Sweet tea is.
Hold up. Who said that?
I did.
Oh Lord.
What happened? What's he gonna do?
Oh no.
Like, who said that?
Who said sweet tea is nasty?
I did.
Oh,
I agree.
oh.
Hey,
I
look,
knew
he is.
it
Though.
was
I
you.
agree.
I knew it was you.
I agree.
Whose child is this? Whose child is this?
Keegan.
Whose man's is this?
Somebody bless this child of God.
Hey, that's my man. Hey, I will kindly accept Keegan as my man.
How do you
Thank
not
you,
like
Keegan.
I
I
am not-
appreciate you.
He my man, Keegan. We cool.
We can't take
Hey.
you Saturday night then.
We cool.
I'm sorry.
We'll drink our tea
He's
with
not gonna
lemon.
drink sugar water, bro. It's
You can't come with us on Saturday night, bro. If you say stuff like
Bro,
we gotta go
sweet
Sunday
tea is-
afternoon.
hey, I said sweet potato pie was good though.
Okay,
Potato
okay,
pie
okay.
is good, but sweet tea is a whole different. Okay, my question, like, yo,
Sweet tea is God's nectar. Thank you very much.
Hey.
It's just
Don't
brown
be
acid.
saying
sugar
that.
water,
No.
bro.
It's acid.
Hey, bro.
That's
What'd you
just
say?
brown
I said
sugar water.
sweet tea is God's nectar, man.
No.
Acid.
Brown
Will I tell
sugar
you what's
water.
God's nectar? Will I tell you what's God's nectar?
What? Butterfingers?
Coffee.
Mr. Bar?
What is God's nectar, Kamari?
Yeah,
Hang
what
on.
is it? So I need to hear this.
Cliffhanger.
Hang on.
Hey.
God's
Alright.
gift right now is this melon This honeydew melon tea that I have in the fridge right now.
I'm on my way.
Oh, you wouldn't like it, Chris.
Hey, is it in this cup right now?
Doesn't matter.
Is it in this cup right now? Because I've been asking very nicely here.
Hey, Chris, I got you. Help
me out.
That's water. What are you drinking out of?
Amen. It's my workout cup, man.
Blender bottle.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You mean to tell me on this live you're drinking water from like a
protein shake thingy thing?
A blender bottle?
Yeah, a blender bottle.
Thank you.
Do we have a problem?
What's wrong?
Do we have a problem? Do we have a problem?
You don't change.
Do we have a problem? Exactly. And I'm tired of wasting that sample
in a
cup.
blender bottle?
Get a regular cup. Saving dishes, bro. I get it.
Because I don't feel like wasting any of my red cups. Because those boys cost.
You know what also costs? Water. Cleaning. Soap.
You know, Kamari.
You know what, Kamari? I don't think I asked for your opinion.
Is that the patriarchy trying to put me down?
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
No.
All right, here we go. When getting dressed, you should put on your socks before your pants.
Yeah.
Depends.
No.
I always put on my socks last. It's like the last thing I do.
Yeah.
No. Well, it
usually wear
depends.
top and bottom.
Because if they're tube socks, then yes, put them on before you put on pants. But if they're just ankle socks, obviously you ain't got to fight with your pants. So
it all depends on the fit.
That's it.
Yeah. If they're ankle socks, then whatever.
That was quick. No one's gonna fight
So
over
people wear.
Wait, now this is something I just thought about, and this is my personal opinion. Whenever you leave shopping, your face should be the first thing that you dry off.
Yes.
Without question.
100%.
Yeah. Reflex. Yeah.
Don't you dare put anything that touched your body on your face. No.
You don't touch your butt and then touch your face.
Does your blood?
Somebody in this world does that. I'm sure somebody in this world does that.
Chris, that's how
that
I know.
Is ridiculous.
Chris, that's how I know you're gonna.
Yeah. It just wipe your face.
No.
Why your face smell like foot and ass?
Wait.
Why you know what ass smell like?
Wait. You know what? Chris. Wait. You know what? You know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you a little insight of my opinion. Okay. So working as Chris. Am I allowed to go like a little bit deep into like some sensitive shit? Am I allowed to do that on here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you know we're recording, go ahead.
All right. When I was working at Cedar Point, okay, there was someone who I knew in the next room, like right next to my dorm room, right? And tell me why. In fact, tell me why. One day, I'm trying to get myself ready for work and so on and so forth. I'm chilling and whatever the case may be. Tell me why they vividly told me, and I don't know why they did, but they told me that, you know what, after I get done coming with a female, I wipe myself first, and then I wipe my face. And I'm like, you nasty son of... That was the same look I had. I'm like, bro, how you gonna tell me that type of shit? I'm thinking, and here's the thing. Now,
Cedar Point, you be crazy stuff.
Different kind of nasty.
When I said all bets were off, all bets were off. And that's saying
where were they from? Were they from Ohio, though?
No.
Where were they from?
That would explain a lot.
They're from Texas.
That makes sense.
They're from Texas. Corpus Christi. Corpus Christi.
Oh, Lord.
And then, wait. And then my second question was, okay, like, is the girl, is she from Ohio? And he said, no. And I was like, okay, is she from the States? And he was like, no. And he was like, and I was like, where's she from? He said, Venezuela. And I'm like, bro, see, that's the problem. That's the problem. Now, for anyone who had experience working at Cedar Point or any type of large entertainment venues, we know all bets are off. Because you don't be knowing who fucking who or who doing what or whatever the case may be, bro, for real. Right now, we need, if Lil Boosie came out with Why Be Down right now, with Quarantine, that should be like a number one hit again, 10 times over time. For real. No, goddamn.
Hey, all right. And speaking of Wipe Me Down, here we go. A bar of soap cannot be dirty.
What?
What?
I don't know how to say it. I don't know. What does that mean?
I don't know.
And a bar of soap.
Oh,
yes.
I buy my own soap, fam. I buy my own soap.
Yes,
I like liquid soap. So
That statement is false.
What'd you say, Harrell?
That is false. A bar of soap can be dirty.
It can be.
Bar soap can get dirty, but how does it get dirty?
You put up your butt.
See, Chris, that's
Wait, you putting a full-size Dove bar straight in the crack of your...
That's how you clean your butt. You gotta clean. You gotta
Yeah,
put the
man,
soap
you gotta wipe your hands.
no, if you're gonna use a bar of soap, you gotta have a rag and like soap up the rag and then clean yourself.
Yes.
Some people don't use wash rags and
that's how your bar soap gets dirty.
You nasty bastard.
I said some people. I say I did it.
Exactly.
You nasty bastard.
Hey. Now, wait a minute. Now, wait. I will say this. Okay, see, for the longest time, you know what? Damn it, it's about to be Groundhog Day. I'm gonna give you another one of my personal business again. You see, I used.
Oh,
no,
shit.
damn it, no, not that. Why you gotta make it seem like I'm such a bad person? Okay, stop it. Stop
shit.
Because you letting everything out, bro. It's Saturday.
I did not say
Someone was in the ice cream.
Airing out the dirty laundry.
Something was in the ice cream. Something was in the ice cream.
Real stuff. You probably need to see a therapist, man.
Bro, I have a therapist. Damn it.
That'd be bugging you out, like, for real.
Dude, myself, do you know that I'm a therapist? Okay.
This is not the right path for you, my friend.
And I don't know. Anyways, I see, there's for the longest time, I used to go about, a wash rag or what have you, and that was the way to go. But personally, I prefer an actual shower tool. You gotta get that deep scrub down to the skin and like everything else and stuff. You better not mute the damn mic, Christopher Canty. You better not. I see you got that hand ready and everything else.
My hands are right here.
Okay.
All right.
Got him.
Grab the phone, baby.
Oh man.
Chris, you ain't shit for that.
You ain't shit.
You ain't shit for that.
There he go.
You ain't shit.
We can't hear you.
Oh, okay. That's
I want to go to a new question.
We can't.
New question.
Next question.
Please.
It's fun to go to the beach.
No.
It's fun to go to the beach.
No.
Yeah, it's fun to go.
What was the question? I couldn't hear it.
Kamari, are you serious? Really, Kamari?
I don't have fun at the beach.
Bam. Come on. Why?
Me neither.
Why?
I hate the beach.
What happened to you guys at the beach?
Nothing.
Something happened.
I don't like beach hot weather. I hate hot weather.
It's better than the public. It's better than the public pool. That's for
I don't
certain.
go to the public pools either.
I never go to a public pool.
It depends on the beach. Like, if you go to a good beach, it's nice, but like, it's got to be a good beach.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta have some good sand.
It's fun though.
Like, how good are we talking about here? How good are we talking about here?
Like, I think
like Venice. Like Venice Beach.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice beach.
It's pretty packed.
I never been out of California, so I want to know. So I mean,
it's pretty packed sometimes, but
still, it's a nice beach.
Bro, it is. Bro, I'm not sure if anybody heard this on the news. There's this one beach in Sweden. They literally dumped some type of waste on the beach to make it to where they are telling folks, do not come to this beach.
That's
how bad.
Now, first of all, I'm not going to the beach in Sweden. The water is going to be cold as hell.
Oh, hell
I'm
yeah.
not going to
Shoot.
I'm not going to the beach in Sweden.
For real, though.
Come in and come out of ice cube.
I never knew Sweden even had a beach. I never knew Sweden even had a beach. Shoot.
Bro, the water over there in the beaches in Sweden, that'd be the type of coldness that be saying that I was born by the river. In a little town, yeah. Take me to the water. Take me to the water. Take me to the water.
Money can buy you happiness.
Hell no.
Absolutely.
Money can buy you happiness?
It can. It can. It can.
If it can pay your student loans, it can bring you happiness.
It definitely can.
I'm the only person.
Not entire happiness, but like I can have a lot of fun with a lot of money.
The people who say
you
that
have-
money can't buy you happiness are the same people who would not ever go broke. So
that is fair.
I think that's
that
a
is
lie, only because people, man, they be capping, dog. Like, you know, you would never go broke again in your life because that's a whole nother devastation added on to whatever sadness you got going on anyway.
Yeah.
But broke people, most of their problems are caused by the fact that they do not have money. So if they had that money, a lot of those problems, or if not, made better.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'd rather
I
climb
mean,
the Lambo.
my grandfather, he would sit me down. He said, "Boy, I want you to know one thing." And my father, they're from the South. He said, "I want you to know this one thing. Money can buy you a whole lot of things in this life, but all those things, when you die, you cannot take those in your coffin."
I'm aware.
And I was like, "Well, Roger, what do you mean by that?" He was like, "You'll find out when you get older. You'll find out." And boy, was he right. Boy, was he right. Like my grandparents always were right. God bless their souls. But yeah, they're right, as always.
That's true.
At a certain point, though.
Because like when I
still rather cry in a Lambo.
Because like when I leave this earth, I mean, I'm not gonna be thinking about how big my house is or how nice my car is. I'm gonna be thinking about how, damn, I'm so happy that on August 31st, 2013, I met Christopher Canty, and damn, this actual irritate this and then I'm going to be thinking, damn, I'm so glad that I was not the roommate he was supposed to have. He was not the roommate I was supposed to have. But yet this brotherhood just came about. And man, this is one of my lifetime friends who always had my back through thick and thin shit, for real. I'm going to think about more about the relationship with people I've had in my life over whatever, material thing, the possessions that I'm ever going to have and stuff. Because that stuff, that's like whole lifetimes and stuff, man, for real. That's just,
what your kids
A bird.
Something to your kids are.
That's a whole. Only said this just because Chris is on here, and plus I ain't got no kids yet, and plus I ain't trying to be having no kids yet. But yeah, y'all get the point.
I mean,
I'm not.
If I'm leaving the earth. I'm not gonna say like, dang, I'm happy I had all this money, but I'm gonna be like, dang, I'm glad I enjoyed my life with what I had, depending on if I am rich or if I wasn't rich at all. I mean, I'm just gonna be like, hey, I enjoyed my life with the people that was around me. But if that life was lavish, with $600 million in the bank, my life is gonna be 10 times more enjoyable.
Cause for me and stuff. Cause for me, I'm gonna be pulling a double time when it comes to Prince. Cause I'll be like, I ain't got no money. Doom. But then the other time,
no money.
But then the other time, I'll be like, hey, I ain't got much money, but honey, I'm rich on personality, baby. Woo!
I'm rich in spirit, baby.
For me,
rich in spirit can't feed me.
Dang.
For me, though, it's
come on.
What'd you say?
I'm hungry.
Nah, I ain't saying she a gold digger.
Well,
Bro, tell me why I was like listening to the old like For the Love of Money by the OJ's on today. The OJ was spending some shit back then, bro. I swear though. For the love of money.
Did you listen to it? Did you listen to it on your vinyl?
I'll listen to it in my car, enjoying the weather, enjoying the sunshine.
Hello. And enjoying your ice cream, which clearly something was in.
Christopher Canteen, nobody said anybody no damn ice cream, okay? Stop it.
Anyway, now we're gonna talk about.
No, I wanted to say something real quick.
Go ahead, Harrell.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Harrell.
No, for me though, I was gonna say I want to leave something behind materially because my parents came from an area. It was a village with zero. It was in the mountains, and I'm here today in America doing this. So I want to leave my kids and their grandkids with something bigger and bigger and better at each step. So that's just me. And I want to have enough to be able to pass along. So that's my mindset.
That's
a good father material. That's good father material right there.
Yeah, that's my mindset.
I definitely believe in leaving a legacy also. Like, yeah, that's real. I appreciate that from people.
Even if
gotta give them something.
If you're not a father, like for myself, if you're not a father, you can leave something behind for the next generation.
Yeah.
Right.
Even if even if you have 2 cents, you can still leave that behind.
Nah. I want to leave behind some property and some stocks.
Hey man, 2 cents, bro.
Stocks, invest in some businesses or something like that, and sign them over.
Assets.
You know.
Yes.
Equity.
Yes.
When I die, I'm not thinking about my legacy. I'm thinking about am I going to the upper room? I'm thinking about if I'm going to the upper room.
You can't think no more. You dead.
The upper room.
The upper room where Jesus. The upper room.
Okay.
All right, we have graffiti as art.
Yes.
Yes.
As a former art student and a graphic designer, that's definitely a work of art. I mean, you got so many artists.
So I'm talking to
straightening up my room.
Good job, Keegan. Good answer.
I mean, like art. How do you define art? You know.
You don't.
You can't.
Exactly.
You can't.
Keegan is pandering, bro.
No. Me myself, I'm a more of the musician side of art, but like, I mean, art is art.
Yeah, art is subjective. I mean, it's all about who sees it and who's willing to pay, or and like who's willing to enjoy that art. Because literally, there is art museums where like the one piece of art where somebody literally just duct taped a banana to the wall and was like, "This is art." Like, people paid millions, and people paid not millions, but they paid thousands of dollars to get that.
To see it, what you mean?
Is the banana rot? I'm kind of questioning that.
I don't know. I don't know if it was a real banana or if it was just like some potpourri type. I don't know. But they
what color was the wall?
Banana to the wall, and people paid.
What color was
money.
the wall?
Huh? What?
What color was the wall?
White. It was a white wall.
Okay.
Plain white wall.
That's meaning right there.
Gray duct tape and a banana. That was it.
Not even clear duct tape.
Wait, white wall, gray duct tape, and a
white wall with
I see that.
Duct tape to the wall.
I think that's art. That's deep.
People paid money. People paid big money to go see this.
A penny like that in like France would be like $500,000 or something like that. But that's crazy.
People paid money, man. I mean, so art is subjective. It's one of those things where it's like it means it's a different meaning for everybody, So
you got to think though. What is he trying to say by taping a banana? You got to think.
Art is simple. I think see, this is why it's subjective, because you can ask somebody, what do you think of this and what does this mean to you? And you're gonna get so many different answers. So to me, what he was saying is that art is simple, you know, like somebody could look at this and be like, you know what? This is art.
Yeah.
I like to make it complicated because that's fun.
I mean, if there's one painting that I think mostly everybody knows is obviously the Mona Lisa. If there's one,
Very true.
Like, I'm not sure if anybody's even looked at what the net worth of the Mona Lisa painting is.
It's a lot.
Anybody want to take a guess?
I'm guessing over $1 billion because that thing was stolen.
It's probably
one time.
850 million.
Wait, what?
Wow.
850 million.
Did you just look that up?
Yeah.
As of last year, 2.5 billion. As of last year.
2.5.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
I would have bought it.
Bro.
With what?
I'm done.
You probably buy a keychain like it at the mall. So that's it.
Spirit? Would you do it with your spirit? Buy a painting with your spirit?
I would have bought it. And yeah.
You can make it with your spirit.
Yeah, you can.
Inside.
Amen.
I didn't ask before, but is everybody having a good day so far? Because I am.
It's
I have tomatoes.
that's because you aired out all your dirty laundry, boy.
Bro, like, what do you mean dirty laundry? I didn't say anything of such. Why would I say such a thing like that? Why would I do that? I wouldn't say not one thing. Man, I ain't say not one thing about that, man. I don't even know. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I want to say, you got me messed up with my brother, Topher Beard. That's my brother. So I mean, he's the first person talking this whole conversation. So I mean, hey, I got a twin brother, y'all. So.
Okay.
How about that?
What's the next up?
Next.
We have the 90s were better than the 80s.
Oh.
Yes.
I was alive more for the 90s, so yes.
90s for me. I don't know what kind of stuff they were into in the 80s.
I think it's what type of stuff were they not into in the 80s. I think that's better.
Shit.
One more time for the people in the back. Come on now.
The 90s, I mean, you could ask anybody. I mean, but I would say, yeah, as for me, yes, the 90s were more nostalgic. The only thing good that came out of the 80s was music.
Yeah.
Movies.
New Jack.
Movies.
Nah.
Movies.
Nah.
Everything improved in the 90s, though, I feel like.
Everything was nostalgic. It was a time like where it was just like, bro, like if you think about the 90s and what people was doing in the 90s, like just as a style, bro, like you had the whole Fresh Prince swag going on, like, bro, people was just wearing and doing anything. Like,
I mean,
it was just.
I mean, I get the rub to the 90s because of like all the stuff that's like that came in the 2000s and even in the 2010s and now in the 2020s right now with technology. A lot of that stuff started off in the 90s with the big tech boom of like the early mid-90s. That's where all that stuff even started.
CGI, that boomed right in the 94.
Like everything. So I mean, like as far as that and sports and the sound effects and what have you is, I mean, I'll take the 90s personally.
Yeah, I'm definitely more 90s myself.
I mean, I really can't say because I didn't live the 80s, so I can't give up.
All right.
Judgment. So
I feel like the 80s were a lot of cringe. Like,
just a 90s. What you mean?
I mean, you had
yeah.
I mean, we
there
had
was some
Reagan.
cringy stuff going on in the 90s.
I mean, Reaganomics was going on for 8 years
Like,
in the 80s. So I mean, hey,
bro,
so
fanny packs, bro. Fanny packs.
Oh.
Leave fanny packs alone.
Bro, Zubat pants.
In the 80s,
Zoo pants.
They tried to pass off fishnets as T-shirts back in the 80s, bro. That's
That's
no.
fashion.
No.
That's fast fashion. That's fast fashion.
Just sex better shirts, guys.
That shit is fashion if you can rock it.
Hey, it was
I mean,
just, it was some crazy stuff going on in the 90s, man. It was. But you know what? That's the thing you gotta respect about the 90s is that it was a period where people just did not care.
Yeah.
No, 2000s was the
We
time
did
where
not.
we did not care. Have you seen?
No, I'm
some of that
talking about as far as like creativity goes. Like people
Yeah.
just didn't care and they were willing to do whatever it was to be original. So
We actually remember when Bell out, we can actually go to it and we can all just chill out and stuff. Like,
Oh yeah. Facts.
but anyway,
I have a question. We are now in 2020 and we're discussing about 90s culture and creativity. Do you guys feel like that the creativity has somewhat peaked and gone downhill at this moment?
no.
No,
to an extent.
In terms of like music or like general like art or what?
In general, like music, art, culture in general.
I feel like everybody is just a product of their environment. So whatever is going on wherever you are, you're gonna find some way to be creative in that aspect if you really want to be creative. So like now with us, we got a lot of technology going on. So we not really going outside and changing and customizing clothes and doing all that stuff. So we just found different ways of being creative. So no, I don't think that we stopped or that it peaked or plateaued. I think that, it's just like kind of like just swinging of technology in a sense, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think it's peaked. I think we're more numb to creativity now with just how much there's out there and that you're able to take, how much content.
Yeah.
So like it takes a lot more to be truly creative in this world.
That's very true.
I would even take it a step further, and I would say like right now in the right now in like in 2020 what have you as compared to the 90s and the 2000s or even the 2010s that like right now it feels as though that you have to be politically correct about everything.
I hate that.
Yeah.
It really I don't know if it's still that way, but it feels like you gotta be politically correct about every issue. But back then it was like you just said Kanye was verbally well, you know what? No, we already know what he said, so we ain't gotta go that far. But
Which
anyway,
does not care about black people.
Kanye said a lot of stuff.
He didn't care. But right now
You were wild.
But right now, like you can't say those things. Like I can watch something on TV from like 2002, and I'm like, oh, you can't say that today. You can't do those things today. And now, but I feel like because a lot of people want to feel politically correct, that a lot of people have kind of been scared or somewhat timid to like really stand out. But the problem is that a lot of us before social media, before technology really blew up, we didn't care. We were just ourselves, and we were actually with people, not just physically, but emotionally. But we were with people. But now it's like, okay, well, it's great we have Zoom and FaceTime and all the other stuff, but it feels like it kind of made it more convenient, but we didn't have to work so hard to do it. And because of that, it can kind of translate to like other areas of life as well for a lot of folks. So, the biggest thing.
And Twitter is the worst place for peace.
Oh my gosh.
If you see anything wrong, you have 20 people on top of you. Instant.
If not 20,000. If not 20,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Shoot.
It's the worst I've ever seen. Like you got social pass on Twitter. Straight up social pass.
Right. Like, dude, and if anyone needs any proof, just read up on the whole Manti Te'o situation. If anyone needs proof, woo!
Shout!
All right, yo. All right.
Yeah, that's a drop the mic on that with the Manti Te'o situation.
And going back to the Twitter situation, I recently just got out of Twitter jail for just saying something about the Lansing protest.
Oh,
I said they were a couple. I said they were a couple of dumbasses, and then
Someone
6
reported
hours.
for that.
Someone reported me just for that.
Hey, you know what's hilarious? ISIS is still on Twitter, and you got reported.
Right.
serious?
Yeah.
You did wait, what?
It's quite
Wait.
Wow, I
Is
didn't
it-
even know.
There are
is it-
still
was
ISIS
on
accounts
Twitter.
on Twitter,
No
and
way.
you got
Hold on.
reported for that.
No way.
I've seen it.
This gotta be a joke.
How in the hell?
It won't be explicit, but they'll be when you look at it. Supporting
Oh my goodness, they're
what
still on.
ISIS is doing.
Wow, they're still on here. Yes. Wow.
Exactly.
One of the
There's
worst
neo-Nazis
groups
on
of
Twitter.
people. But Twitter be full of narcs too, so
He said narcs.
Apparently all your friends are nuts because they just reported you.
Yeah.
I didn't have. I think it was somebody that didn't. Nope, real shit. I think someone was just mad that I was speaking my opinion. They just blocked me
Or
because they had ample opportunity to do so. Because I kept saying that for every single post. You know how embarrassing it is to see your own state protest over something that's not even unconstitutional.
That was embarrassing. That really was embarrassing.
That
I don't live in Michigan. That's embarrassing.
that should make me cringe.
I don't even live in Michigan anymore, but I still consider Michigan home. And I was like, damn. Just damn.
I already told y'all I hate it here.
I think the thing that really like kind of upset me about it was the fact that all right, like they marched in there with guns and all that stuff, and Trump had the nerve to call them very good people, which is weird because they were like terrorizing people. Like
You don't just walk in with an automatic weapon in the state capitol and not expect shit to go down.
I mean,
like,
go ahead, KB. Go ahead, Potter. Go ahead.
I don't know, man. It's just like, and then the thing also that like kind of bothered, well, not even kind of, it really does bother me, is like, all right, so you got all these people gathered up at the Capitol building. So obviously this is like somewhere that has high security, right? You know, it's people out there, police officers, plenty of security. Nobody got issued tickets for violating social distancing laws.
Nobody.
But
No one.
Detroit Police Department sending out tickets to everybody for drag racing. So it's like we got people out here in Detroit drag racing, and they're saying that they're violating social distancing laws. But you got a highly secured Capitol building where hundreds of hostile people with guns not getting tickets for violating social distancing. So it's like, all right.
This man's preaching. This motherfucker's preaching.
Let a couple of black folks with AR-15s march up in the Capitol.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, but look, like, all right, so you see a whole bunch of black people.
Jail, man. They be like, we gonna let y'all die with wrong in jail and stuff. But
jail. We're not gonna make it.
Jail, we ended up in the grave.
We're dead.
You don't see heaven before you.
Hey, low key,
We dead on sight.
Okay, y'all may have to educate me about something, but I heard that for some reason they tried to sue Governor Whitmer for like her approach to it. Now here's the thing. Here's how I feel about it. You know, obviously Governor Whitmer, she's a Caucasian. No, she's white. What have you?
She's a fine young woman, Chris.
He is.
But she's a damn
as hell, Chris. Fine as hell.
Look, we all know that you want Chanel from Australia, okay? We all know this, okay? But yes, I just went there. But my whole thing is that she's a damn good governor for the state of Michigan. Now,
absolutely.
If she was a male, if she was a male and Republican, they wouldn't be saying shit. There would be no protest. There would be none of that stuff going on in Lansing. And not only that, but the effed up thing is that, when when the whole Black Lives Matter movement came out, and most of those protests were rather peaceful, and we just spoke up about injustice amongst our race in this country, they said, "Oh, we're labeled thugs." But now you got folks actually showing up to places, and high-level security places, with guns and a lot of ammunition, and that's called protests? Is there not something wrong with that?
They're in the building.
And in the building.
They're in the building.
Right. They in the
building. Oh.
right. And like most of them got, and like a lot of them, I don't know their names, but I know most of them have one or two names. BO or BB. Body odor or bad breath or what have you. And they just up and talking like, oh, and the damn shutdown. I want to get my Budweiser beer. I'm like, bro, sit your ass down.
I need a haircut. Let me out. Boy, please. You were ugly before, you was ugly then.
But see, like, here's the thing, like, that's how a lot of folks are, man. See, I don't even live in Michigan anymore, but I still try to keep up about what's going on, because the state that I know is home, to see how people are reacting, it's disgusting and it's horrible. I'm sick and tired of America.
What are you talking about, Chris? Your ban was lifted. You're in Indiana.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sit yourself down.
I will not know how to do my job once I get back.
Myself down.
Hey, I'm cool with this whole lockdown thing. I've been making more money here on quarantine than I have been at my job, so I'm cool.
Right.
I don't.
Exactly. I'm saving money.
I hate it here. I mean,
Spend it as long as you want to.
That's what I was playing too. Next.
Once you guys want to do more?
Yeah, man. Shit.
I'll do one more, then I gotta leave.
What? Y'all on quarantine. What do you mean you gotta leave?
Meaning I got to shower and then watch a scary movie.
Shower for what?
That's
for myself, for my own self gratification.
Ain't nobody over there.
Hey, downstairs.
Hey, come on. Hey, I just want to say this, partner. Hey, look. Hey, you want to give yourself a pedicure, you want to give yourself a manicure, what have you and stuff. Hey, it's all good, partner. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
What?
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
All right, what's the best holiday?
What's the what?
What's the best holiday?
Thanksgiving.
Christmas.
Thanksgiving, hands down.
Just because of the food. Because Christmas, sometimes you don't get that.
Food and family.
That is true.
Yeah.
Family and football.
You got to spend so much money on Christmas.
So much.
Ooh.
So much money.
On Thanksgiving.
Oh. Bro,
the day after Thanksgiving, yeah, for Christmas, sure.
Bro, if y'all look at how much money people spend online shopping during Christmas, it is scary. It is legit scary, y'all. And I be thinking, bro, see, and like I hate.
I was one of those people.
Bro, Chris,
I'm one of those people right now, and it's not even winter.
Well, come on. Well, Chris and Kamar, I love both of y'all, so I'll give y'all a pass on that. But for the general public, like it's like we got to a question where we show up at people's houses 17 hours late, because we all know how most of us black folks are, and we'll go there, we have a plate, and then we'd be like, hey, bro, I wish I could stay to go and talk to Jimmy over there about how he's doing in school, but like, hey, I gotta go hit up the sale because Foot Locker, they're gonna be dropping new J's coming out for Black Friday, but I gotta get these J's, dog. We are literally taking time away from the families for the sake of stuff. I'm like,
hey, yo, I hate Black Friday. I hate Black Friday.
Bro, I don't go out.
Exactly. It's Cyber Monday. That's where it's at.
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday be the plug, dog, for real.
Cyber Monday ain't where it's at. Cyber Monday is garbage.
Khalil, you got to defend yourself, partner, with that one, because you're on the island without the statement, partner.
Every single site crashes. There's no point. You can literally walk into the store. They can't just shut the door down.
Not no more.
That never happened to me.
Ain't nobody trying to get corona.
And if it, I mean, obviously not now, yeah, but still, I'm just saying, you can walk into the store on Black Friday and be like, all right, they still got stuff here. You can't go onto a website and buy stuff because the site has crashed because 11 million people that got on the site, and the server was bad. So it's like, no.
Amazon never crash.
It's trash.
They really don't.
Amazon
They
never
don't.
If you can
Their servers
highlight
are top notch.
Amazon, bro, that's scam.
Amazon got people in the computer plugging in.
Bro, if you can, bro, Amazon freaking hired like 75,000 new people. They have do you ever know that there's never crash by Amazon or nothing?
Amazon
It's
100% uptime. 100% uptime.
Amazon has their own, so it don't even matter. We ain't even talking about Scamazon right now. We're talking about all the other.
Gamazon?
Bro.
Take that, though.
Bro,
I like that.
Gamazon?
Bro, look, wait. Bro, look. $10 Amazon gift card, $20 Amazon gift card, $50 Amazon gift card. All these boys ain't been used yet.
All you did was just tell me you got a major problem.
Right. A major problem.
But hey, yo, let me see that $50 card, please. No, I like to see the code.
Let's scratch it off so we can let's play the game. Who spends it first?
These were gifts, okay? People love me, okay? Some
You
people.
ain't use them yet, though.
How do you know?
Let it be the gift that keeps on giving.
Thank you. See, Kamari. See, this is why I can talk to Kamari. She actually understands where I'm coming from. Okay?
Are you sure? I literally just told you to give me your card.
I want a sip of whatever you were drinking, but you ain't get it to me, partner. So come on with it.
I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna say it like this. It's mine.
Dang.
Well, guess what? These are mine too. So
Flip it over. We can play the game. Who spends it first?
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Oh,
That $20 be gone. That $20 will be gone.
I already got a wish list, sir.
Shoot.
$20 on Amazon is not enough to get what you need.
That's the problem, man.
Bro.
Oh man, look, hold up.
Oh.
This is a plot against Cinco de Mayo, okay?
Wait, breaking news. Breaking news alert. Breaking news.
Breaking news. It says Kroger now placing purchase limits on ground beef. It's a plot against Cinco de Mayo.
See, this is why I got my ground beef 2 months ago, and it's in the fridge.
Why would you ever wait? Why would ground beef? I would use. I like chicken tacos. So.
I think you mean chicken fajitas.
Tacos.
Shut up,
Marcel, you get meated.
You make me mad. People who use ground beef in their tacos now, it's just.
Especially when they use that.
Well. If you eat a real taco, it shouldn't have ground beef in it.
Exactly.
Is that Kamaya?
It shouldn't have cheese on it.
Kamaya, this is my response.
It shouldn't even have lettuce.
Kamaya, that's my response, Kamaya.
Chicken, onions, and cilantro. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
I'm a steak
and a nice salsa.
But yeah,
you know, Kamaya, this is my response, Kamaya. One more time for the people. One more time for the people in the back, because she's woke. She is woke. She understands it.
I don't want tacos. I'm very hungry.
I had tacos yesterday.
I don't care what you had.
What the taco?
I like fish tacos. Fish tacos are delicious.
I fear fish tacos because they always got like a bad rap in like every form of cartoon I've seen. So I'm afraid to eat them.
I used to be until I tried fish tacos at La Torre here in Ipsy. Oh my gosh, those are phenomenal. So good.
Bro, I just
damn.
Bro, wait. This is breaking news. So I got this album on my phone. It's called Sprinkle of Jesus. It's a great album if y'all don't know about it. This is the most best thing I've heard this year. This says, if his muscles can lift everything but the Bible, sis, he is not the one. Damn. That's true though.
Damn.
Wait, one more time for the people in the back.
Damn.
I agree with that one. Shoot.
That's
You
true.
need that DJ explosion sound effect right there.
Oh wait! No, I'm gonna have to do that that Maury trust fall where my man's leaning on that Maury trust. He was. Oh, that was funny, bro. Like I got the chicken, I got the tortilla, I got all that stuff ready, man. That thought was funny this year.
Do you have the cilantro and onions?
Yes.
All right.
Damn.
Are we gonna do a new question?
I put the game away because we were just talking.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
Is
actually
water wet?
read the shower.
Yes, it's wet.
What?
Khalil game.
Wait, what?
Mute him.
But
Mute
is it
him.
wet when you get out of the water, or is it wet
Yes.
like water
It's
is
the
only
blunt.
wet? Like,
What are
nah, we're not gonna have this conversation.
Is
We're not.
water
Is water
wet?
wet? Let me see. Is water wet?
Water is water.
What?
Looking it up. Why would you look it up? Like
Oh.
if you submerge yourself in the water,
I would
Interesting.
say,
it's wet.
dude, look up. Is Hulu
You
better
feel-
than Netflix at this point?
No.
Yes.
At this
Hulu,
point,
yes.
yes.
Hulu, I would say
I don't have
say
Hulu, so I
Hulu
couldn't
right
tell you,
now
but-
is better than Netflix.
I would. You should get Hulu. Hulu got a good amount on there.
Hulu got stuff, man.
Hulu got the throwbacks.
Hulu got stuff.
Nickelodeon.
I was wait. Honestly, I was watching my favorite TV show last night, Living Single.
That was good.
No, I'll be like freaking
They got
50.
everything.
I could be 50 and I'll still be watching Single.
I'm getting
Bro,
Netflix
bro.
free right now, so I don't want to switch.
Oh yeah, you have a
Free.
YouTube TV, right?
No, I'm using my cousin's account.
Hey,
Oh, look at you, plug.
so,
That's
real talk. I'm not sure if anybody's like this too, but do you know how like if you get on something and if they say, okay, here's like a 7-day free trial, and when they ask for your credit card information, that you automatically just turn it off and be like, you know what? I didn't even want that much anyways.
no, Chris.
Yes.
Chris. This is what I do. When it ends, I just use a whole nother email address. I have like.
Is that how you begin to get a WWE network?
No, I pay for that.
Damn.
That seems like a lot of work to create a new email account every
You got a whole bunch of
every.
shell emails.
Oh wait.
That's too
Now,
much
if you,
work.
yeah, before the checking account, Chris. Before the checking account.
Alright. I'm gonna talk to you. I'll see y'all when I see you, hopefully.
All right, come on.
All right, come
Bye.
on.
Bye.
Y'all's have a good night. Oh, she gone. But yeah, that do be before the checking account though.
Yeah. Now I just
Chris, you got 100 shell email accounts?
yeah, I used to. Not no more.
How do you remember the passwords to them boys?
Right. I'd be like, this or was it this?
Bro, like, I swear, like for my Instagram, or like other sites, I swear I've had to hit forgotten password at multiple occasions. So I'd be like, wait a minute, I told them. But then you'd be like, oh damn, it wasn't that one. And then they lock you out too, and then you had to be like, you gotta get on customer service or something. You gotta, hey bro, y'all gotta like undo my password or something like that. That'd be crazy.
Mm-mm-mm.
For real.
What other places do we have to go to in Detroit? Like food places for Keegan?
Hey, I got a
Easy,
question.
Rusted Crow, easily. Come on now.
No, that's
So-
not a black.
Like what?
That's Rusted Crow is not a black place. That is the most whitest place in Detroit
Are we talking like what are we talking about? Are we talking about like for food or like
for food. Like
food?
black establishments.
Black establishments.
Let's see.
We got Gus's.
Gus's, Drake.
Drake.
It's
Gus.
good. It's good.
Yeah, sweet.
It's all right.
What happened to Southern Fires?
That place burned down and then it opened back up as a nightclub. So
Oh, that's no surprise.
Dang. Wow.
But no, but they have a sister restaurant though. They do have a sister restaurant down on like Lafayette. Not too far from downtown. It's called Urban Soul.
Oh, wait, Urban Soul.
It's okay, but
right.
it ain't Southern Fires.
Southern Fires knew how to cook.
It ain't Southern Fires.
I miss going to like restaurants downtown in Detroit. I miss doing that. I do.
Where's the best seafood joint in Detroit? What is?
Fish bones. Fish bones.
Bistros, y'all said? Nah.
Not Fishbone.
No?
I mean, if it,
lit.
I'm sorry. If I'm gonna trust,
Seafood? I'm talking about seafood.
if
Fishbones is lit for seafood.
I mean, Chris, you don't even eat seafood like that. I mean, I know you're picky, so
Yeah, but I know where people go to eat seafood and fish, and Fishbones is like third on the list.
Wait, what are the other two?
They don't have any like big seafood spots, honestly.
it really isn't.
Yeah.
There used to be Detroit,
we got like
Detroit Fish Market, but that's gone.
Yeah.
we just got the generics like Red Lobster and like Joe's Crab Shack.
Bro,
We have Joe Muir's on the riverfront. That's pretty
generic.
Good. Yeah, it's generic.
I thought since y'all by the lakes, y'all probably would have some good.
Man,
You would think.
We got Detroit River Fish.
I mean,
you got Captain J's boy with the fries.
Bro. Wait. Bro.
Captain J's on Telegraph and 5 Mile.
Bro, tell me why. Like, I've been here in Indiana for about a couple years, right? Tell me why I just found out that they actually had a Long John Silver's down here.
Really?
Long John Silver's?
You eat there by choice?
Hey.
That's a national chain.
Here's what I'm saying. Like one of my coworkers told me this, and they said it as if it was like the best thing since sliced bread. And I was like, Long John Silver's?
Bruh.
Wait,
Long John Silver's.
Long John Silver's? What?
I forgot about the whole place.
It's a Long John Silver's across the street from my job, and they literally get no business at all. Now, I'm not even sure how they're.
Yeah.
They're probably selling drugs out the back door or something, because literally every time I drive past, it's the same 4 cars. It's the same 4. The same exact 4 cars parked in the same exact spot.
That's trash.
Long John.
You should at least get some fries.
I never see anybody walk in or out.
You should at least get a drink, Khalil.
At least something. I mean,
how would I know? I can literally go a half a mile down the street and hit Captain J's. I'm good.
Low key.
Did it Long John Silver's get a couple of lawsuits for their food being under like over the obesity scale or something like that? Because I distinctly remember that.
That wouldn't surprise me. Everything's deep fried on the menu.
Yeah.
I never eat there. I don't want to.
I can't eat there.
I don't know.
I won't.
It just looks disgusting. Like, I don't know. Like, I just think of Long John Silver's and I think of slippery floors, but not because it's like dirty.
Bro, I'm sorry. I'm about to say this. I would much rather have Long John Silver's than eat over at the Popeyes over on 7 Mile and Gratiot that they had to close down because the whole place.
Yeah.
The whole place.
You talking about that video?
Yes, I saw that one. I saw that.
You know what? You know what's crazy? I was at a family member's house. I wasn't eating, but I was at a family member's house, and right before all this happened. No, it was after. It was after this happened. Like just after that video came out. We're at a family member's house, and somebody had just recently passed. So we were just over visiting. So they got a whole bunch of chicken from that location. After that, and I was like, wow, y'all really just
wow,
roast chicken.
Y'all wow.
Like,
Some roast chicken.
I mean, for real. Hey, Chris. Hey, the grease is old. You know, the bowls ain't clean. You know, like the like the.
Yo?
All right, I'm about
that's
to
what
say.
I think of.
I'm about to say
Like,
the
I
biscuits is
think-
as hard as a rock. You can beat somebody in the head with it like a brick.
Them
Like-
biscuits slapping.
I stay away from like KFC because of like that in my head. Like I got that picture in my head.
Am I the one who's saying
Every
this?
time I walk into a KFC,
Nope.
I
I
feel
heard it
like
too.
I can
and
hear
it's
it.